Okay, and we're
Wait,
back.
what laser? Oh shit, I forgot.
We're remembering what happened. So last time,
Uh,
uh, well, first of all, hello everyone. Before we get into the recap, I'd like to reiterate that this is the final stream before our charity event next weekend. Be sure to join us. We're going to be streaming 2 hours earlier at 7 p.m. and we might go a little later, max 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. Eastern time. But we're going to be going to Spelljammer and the stars in Wild Space and all that jazz. It'll hopefully be canon to this game, um, assuming we can get through the stuff we need to get through today. But uh, remember to donate using my charity link. It's extralife/noble crumpet, I think. And you can. That's all going to the Hasbro Children's Hospital. That's the charity that we're going for Tabletop Appreciation Weekend. Okay, so last time, let's get into that. Last time on the Dorkvision stream, the party, the nobodies, or whatever you guys called yourself, headed to the this half-sunken keep in the middle of Mullig Moor. And turns out that place was once Old Themeril, and you guys fought a bunch of wraiths, put some Yuan-Ti spirits to rest, and discovered that someone that dealt with a Taurus is buried in the gardens to the north, and they may have been survived by a daughter, but they also might have valuable information as to a Taurus's dealings. So you guys decided it was worth checking out. You guys headed to Themeril Gardens, which is the cemetery, and it was being raided by this blackguard with a bunch of undead. Undead being the keyword, you guys sort of turned them and smited them, tied him up to a post, and broke into the mausoleum where a spectator was waiting for you. That's where we immediately jump in today. Let's roll for initiative. I think I can get you all at once, once again. So I'm going to try and do that, because I've reactivated the combat tracker.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the trap card, but okay.
I've reactivated my trap card. Turns out the spectator gets to go first. Fitting.
Oh, it's coming.
So, it comes down from the ceiling and is going to shoot 2 eye rays. I'm gonna roll randomly to see which ones. Okay, we got it.
That was beautiful intro music of Scary.
We got a 3 and a 1. So, we're going to shoot a fear ray at Zumasu, who he is completely immune to. So you just shrug off this sudden burst of terror from the beast.
I'm not gonna complain about that.
Yep. Meanwhile, another beam heads towards Boom Crash. I'm gonna need you. That's not telling me what it does. Hold on.
Broken already.
No, I think that I must have entered it wrong.
Well,
Uh-oh. Well, either way, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Boom Crash. You have the bonus from Sue.
Sue.
And thank you, and I don't think we need to even worry about it. I did finally find the monster, though. Yep, you definitely succeeded. You are flashed with a confusing beam, but you managed to shake it off. And the thing is done. It just wiggles its tentacles around the room. Amon, it is your turn. Rowan, the blackguard, is tied up to the pole and unconscious in front of you.
okay, so he is unconscious, so I don't need to worry about that. Anyone needs okay, no one needs healing, I don't think. Okay. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I still have my spear weapon, so I think I'm just gonna move it and attack it.
Okay,
That will not hit, I assume.
that does not.
Okay, let's go over here and see if I'm not death warded apparently, so I'm gonna death ward myself. Eh.
Okay. You fling your spectral scythe into the room. It whizzes past the spectator, bobbing in midair. You begin to shroud yourself in necrotic energy as you round the corner to face your foe. It's Gregory's turn. What's your warhorse doing, Zoo?
I don't know. He probably just taking a few steps back, if anything.
It's winning and whining.
All right, I'm just
He
gonna
ain't
remove.
gonna get into a small corridor, but he
Yeah,
isn't gonna
I'm
walk
probably
off
gonna
right
remove
now.
him from the initiative. Boom Crash, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Predictable. Reliable. Hopefully.
Say reliable, hopefully.
Predictable.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Neat.
All right, 8 force damage. The spectator is blasted back and a little bit upward into the mausoleum towards the ceiling. You followed up with another hit predicting its movement. Another 8. Solid. Predictable. Anything else with your turn?
Nope, I'm good. I'm behind Zumasu, and I'm just gonna hunker.
Okay, Mao, 'tis your turn. Up next is Zumasu.
Does this count as being hidden, or can I hide behind?
You can hide
the
its
entrance
bonus
if we're running
action.
in?
Yeah, you're pretty hidden. Pretty hidden. Even with its advanced perception, it does not detect you.
Awesome. All right, now I'm gonna just run in with my scimitar and stab at it.
All those eyes, and you can't even see this coming. Alright, you rush in, ducking around the corner and rolling along the ground. You leap up towards the spectator to slash its underside. That is going to hit. Roll for damage. And yeah, that's a sneak attack, so that's going to be 30 damage. Plus 1. Oh, hold on. Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Hell yeah! Just in the eye, just skewered. Like the
You're gonna have to. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have to be more specific.
I just realized there's multiple.
You slash at the creature's underside. Its tongue starts to spew out of its mouth, lolling about, and then as it tumbles towards the ground, trying to keep itself aloft, you stab it right in the center of its eye. Gross gore is like coming down your scimitar, and you slide the thing off of your skewer, and it lands dead on the ground. It begins to fade away and disappear into magical ether.
I wonder what that was about.
Zubasu, it's your turn. Okay, combat's over.
Can I do a religion check on that or something? Because I don't even know what the heck that was.
That's going to be an arcane check. Arcana check.
Okay.
And kicking at like the stain on the ground. Does it even leave a stain, or is it just like?
It just magically disappears.
Okay, so it's not like.
What the frick was that?
Zumasu, you have not heard of such a thing before, but Boom Crash, in your studies, you actually came across a few lines about spectators. That is indeed what they are called. They are a form of very weak beholder, usually conjured by spellcasters in order to guard spaces. They can live, usually per their contract, 101 years.
You say this?
I do.
Huh. That means something of value is still here? Why else would they guard it?
Open the box.
Makes
I-
sense.
I hope so. Let's loot this tomb.
Loot the
We'll
tomb!
just say investigate. Investigate the tomb.
Investigate the tomb!
It's
Okay.
looting.
Whatever. I will support you, honey.
Alright. What's the deal with the... Is this a sarcophagus or what is this?
It is indeed a sarcophagus. What's the deal with sarcophagi? It's a stone lid with reliefs like covering its sides. It has I wouldn't say a relief, but it's more of a sculpture of a woman like resting in peace with her eyes closed in a decorated dress.
Hieronius, help me. I'm gonna try and lift it up and Well, I'm gonna investigate the rounded first, and then I'll try lifting it up.
I'm making
Any-
sure I'm not in the mausoleum when this is being opened.
So I'm looking for anything like insignias, traps, something like that before I start lifting it.
So before you start lifting it, you're investigating, and that's those checks there. Mao, did you say you were helping?
Nope. I'm stepping out of the mausoleum.
Gotcha. Okay. So, you guys investigate the sarcophagus, trying to find some sort of like traps or whatever, but nothing's really jumping out to you.
Alright, I'm gonna try and lift up the lid.
Right, you try to lift up the lid. As the lid shifts, a sudden flare of magical light emits from the resting statue's eyes, and then a blast of lightning emerges from her eyes and arcs towards you, Zumasu. I'm gonna need you to make a dex
Great.
save.
Does this count as magical?
It's very magical.
Yay.
It's like 100%, I would say, if I had to give it a number.
I think I'm okay.
Oh yeah, because you have advantage. Yeah, the lightning crackles right towards your form, and you manage to resist a lot of the damage. You kind of like put your sword towards the ground to let the lightning flow in a better path. You take half damage. Do 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 do. Yeah, you take 15 damage
Okay.
of the lightning variety.
I've been
As
doing
soon as
better,
this-
but I'm okay.
As soon as this lightning blasts through you, you kind of cough as like steam emerges off your body and ozone like fills the air. But the magic from the statue's eyes seems to have faded.
Okay, I'm gonna continue trying to open the thing.
All right, I'm gonna need you to make a strength check. You shove the lid off. It falls onto the back and kind of cracks open a bit. The lid just kind of cracks in half. Inside, you can see that there is the remains of a humanoid. They are dressed in a similar dress, elven nobility, it looks like. They're wearing a veil over their face, but their remains are nothing but a withered husk at this point.
I assume this is the lady we was looking for. I guess I'm best investigate the corpse.
All right. With an investigation of the corpse,
I'm doing good right now. This'll wear off eventually.
you don't see too much on the corpse. It looks like it doesn't even have like any impressive jewelry or anything, anything of value. Even the like gown is beyond resale value. Otherwise, I'm gonna need you to make a medicine check.
Okay.
All right. Despite the elven clothing, technically this corpse is not that of an elf. It is actually human.
Wait, what? That's kind of weird. What is the skeletal difference anyway between an elf and a human?
There's a bit less of a slant in the eye sockets, and the chin is a lot pointier. The way that the ears rest on this like husk, there's still like some skin there. It's just very withered, almost mummified by its protection from the outside elements. So you can tell that it has like non-pointed ears.
Guys, I don't think this is the lady we. This is a human, not an elf lady.
Huh.
Well, the maid was apparently human, so who knows?
Yeah, maybe this is the servant. That's okay.
That's.
I mean,
that's kind of weird though, because what would that mean? That the lady was buried somewhere else?
Or she's still alive.
it could have
Because-
been some sort of
Fake your death thing?
yeah. I'm gonna step out with a mon and be like, "You want to go talk to the thing?"
I mean, if it's the maid, that'd be nice to talk to.
He was the one who was like noticing the shady shit, too.
Yeah.
True.
All right. Think of some questions to ask.
I'll keep an eye on this guy too.
I guess the
Um,
first question would be, who are you?
yeah,
Fair.
who? I suppose so.
Amon,
How complicated are the questions and answers?
Amon, before you get too invested, you head over and start preparing the ritual. But you notice there are some arcane strands that are still resting upon this corpse. It seems it's been enchanted with a restful slumber and, well, a restful death. It seems like it won't be able to respond to a Speak with Dead spell, or even a resurrection spell.
Ooh.
All right. In that case, let's take the head. We'll disenchant it, and then we'll ask. So, let me twist it off.
Pop.
We're collecting a bunch of heads now, aren't we?
Well,
I
you
guess
guys,
He's
so.
had like
you guys are the ones to talk. Like, this is your idea.
Amon has had like 5 skulls on his like waistband at any time of this campaign. Why is 2 more worse?
Do I have? No, I got rid of my dispel magic. I can't even disenchant it right now. Need to wait.
Yeah, well, I'll just carry it on my belt.
Sumosu, can I have you make a perception check?
All right. Sorry, it's bugging out a little bit.
It's fair. I guess anybody technically looking in there can make this check.
What's the check?
Perception. I just did Zumosu because in my head he was looming over it, but I guess you all would have been.
I loomed hard.
You loomed hard, and in your looming, you notice that it seems like the sarcophagus is not as deep as it should be, judging by the height of the sarcophagus.
Ah, shit.
There may
Oh.
still be
Well-
something here.
It's like, hey, why is this thing so shallow? I think there's another part to it.
Oh,
Ooh.
I got out my trusted crowbar and tried to pull out. I don't know, look for a crevice or something.
I'm gonna
Well-
sit on the elf and just wait for you guys to be done because I'm too noodle armed to do anything.
Okay, Boom
Helpful.
Crash raises up their talons and like heads out to guard the corpse. Mao, are you trying anything? Your investigative skills?
I mean, I could. Now that somebody else is out here watching this guy.
I'm
Okay.
going to first of all, I'm gonna yeet the decapitated body. Yeet, clank.
Oh.
You heap-
alright.
Well, I
You
can't
heft the
find no
body
place
out.
for crowbar.
Well, I'm gonna go look at the body real quick because I just want to make sure there's nothing cool on her.
Okay, yeah, still investigation.
Nope, just a body.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much on them, and now they're down ahead.
I guess I'll
You're
squeeze
welcome.
through.
Okay,
Mao, no hole for crowbar. What do?
This do.
okay, you start investigating it, and you kind of put your hands along the bottom. It feels you've encountered false bottoms before, and like false walls, and the Shrine of Tomoe-chan. This doesn't feel quite like that. It kind of feels more like solid stone. So you start skirting around the sides of the sarcophagus and start investigating the reliefs. Eventually, you find that hidden amongst these like floral patterns and like leaves and vines and flower petals, one of the flowers is actually a dragonfly.
Oh.
Was that something
That's
related
not-
to the Yanti?
No. Shit. I'm gonna go back out to Boom Crash. Hey, Boom Crash. It's a relief, right? You said it's a relief?
Yes.
Is it like a impression?
No, it's coming
Or
out.
It's raised. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's like a bas relief.
Never mind.
Convex.
I was gonna ask for the dragon pendant back to put it in there, but I don't need it.
I mean, if it's a dragonfly, that's probably significant.
Uh-huh. I thought the same. If you want to mess with it, yeah, I'm gonna holler out to Boom Crash and I'll make a note of it. But if you're gonna come in, we'll switch and I'll go guard the Rowan. So I'll point it out to Boom Crash on the way in there. Be like, it's right over there. Just, I know your friend. He likes his dragonflies.
Yes, he does. I take my pier. I look in at it.
You look at it. After a bit of looking, it looks to be regular stone, but you notice that there is a what's it called? A sort of crevice surrounding it.
Shit. I pushed a button.
It does appear to be a button. You press the central part of the dragonfly inward, and then a sort of section of the bottom of the sarcophagus on the outside pops out a bit, creating a drawer of sorts. You're able to pull it out and find a bunch of things inside.
Yes. Find.
I look in. Y'all still alive?
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
drawer. It was a button. I pushed a button.
Okay, so what's in the thingy since I was there too? Do I need to investigate this?
Not really, but you pull it out, the drawer out, and inside there is a small decorative box. It's made out of wood, as well as like lined with metal, with floral patterns. It also has a inscription on it that says "For Gwyn." Gwyn.
That was the name of the lady, right?
The lady's name was Lanessa Morristhane.
Oh wait, what?
There's
Miss
also
Gwyn.
a simple gold bracelet inside.
Okay. Boom Crash, you want to check out this bracelet?
Sure. I pick up the bracelet.
Sure. Neither of these objects seem to be magical after thorough investigation. The bracelet is just plain. It doesn't seem to have any unusual properties about it. It's literally a hoop.
So just like a bangle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess open the box.
I'm gonna put the bangle on my wrist.
Okay.
Bangle.
Put the bangle on
Is
your
there-
wrist.
Is it a wide bangle or is it like a narrow one? Like maybe there's engravings on the inside?
There doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to investigate something like that, but it doesn't seem to have any. You open up the box, which was not locked. Inside is a whole bunch of ivory animal figurines. Kind of look like toys. Some of them even have like wheels on the bottom, so that they can
Oh.
move around.
How big is the?
There's like about 4 like little figurines inside. There's like a goat, a cow, a chicken,
Did we ever get the name of the daughter?
and an owl bear. You did not.
Maybe it was for the daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this seems like children's toys.
Right, because
And
the
maybe
maiden took care of
Gwyn.
him, right?
Yeah, maybe Gwyn was the name of the daughter.
And which one he questioned me? It doesn't like me using the note function sometimes.
Hey, should we wake this guy up? Just get us some straight answers.
Sure.
I guess we could.
Oh,
Now, you
well,
want to
befo-
be on stabby duty?
Yeah, but before we do that, wait a minute. So a Taurus and this woman had a kid, right? We're all thinking the same thing. And the kid, this is a Taurus's kid? Is this kid still alive?
That's what it means to have a kid. Yes.
Well,
I
why would he
mean-
kill his wife? Or I guess maybe they weren't wife.
I
Maybe
mean,
that's
he
why
was
she
kind of a
died.
slut, so not to shame him, but I mean, we banged, and look at me.
Oh,
So-
so maybe it's an illegitimate sort of thing.
Most definitely. Yeah, he's already moved on to his new squeeze, who it seems very attractive, but yeah,
So-
he wanders.
He wanders and he collects children. Does he just have an army of children?
Oh God.
Do you have a kid?
Piper.
Not that I know of.
egg? How do
Not that I
Yeah,
know
dude,
of.
I'm sorry, Boom Crash. I'm just really curious. Do Kinkas have like an egg cycle? Like, I mean, there wouldn't be anything coming out of the egg, but do you like?
That
monthly
sounds like
lay
a
an egg?
question for another day.
Do you guys know about kiwis? It's like that.
Oh no.
How
Anyway,
often does that happen?
Yeah.
Is that like every week
Alright.
you have a big old omelet?
Q is the eggs are so big that it takes up 90% of the mama bird's mass.
I'm looking at the skeleton now. It is terrifying.
So,
Anywho.
guys, do we wake this guy up?
I vote knock him about for some info. I can actually use some of my other interrogants. and
Okay,
stuff I
then
never
then
get to
you
use.
you poke him for 1 hit point.
He
because
has
he's,
1 hit point. He's just unconscious.
Oh, in that case, I kick him.
Ugh, ugh. Where am I? Get these restraints off of me.
You're free to go eventually, but we got a few questions for you.
I'm not answering your goddamn questions, you paladin.
I mean, I'm a paladin, so you know we use magic, right? Detect
Hold on,
thoughts.
hold on, I got an idea. I'm gonna lick my finger. I'm gonna stick it in his ear.
Ugh,
And he's
why
like,
did you
like,
do
hey.
that?
He's like,
That shit Chris does to me.
well, I'm gonna say this: clear your ears and listen. Like,
All right.
he's the patient one. I'm not. So,
I'm using basic detect thoughts to see what he's doing on the outside.
He seems. You cast detect thoughts to detect surface emotion or surface thoughts, and after focusing it on him, he seems to be defiant, and he seems, well, not totally afraid of you guys. He does seem to be in a tense situation, and that's sort of what's driving his thought process right now.
Okay. So first question: what's your relationship to the people in this tomb?
They're just more bodies for Orcus.
It's like an awful lot of trouble to have to pry open a tomb when you had all these corpses around here. What's his surface thought saying?
Well, I mean, his surface thoughts are almost mimicking like what he's speaking.
Okay.
okay, I gotta do this. Okay, so it's like I'm gonna take out the head. I'm gonna wave it in front of him. It's like, okay, what do you know about this thing? Wiggle, wiggle.
I suppose that was probably in the tomb based on the rate of decay. I didn't know the person in the tomb, I just wanted what was in it. It was a big stone tomb.
Oh, yeah. Sorry to disappoint. There was a trap, but that was about it.
Well, I hope it killed one of your number.
Yeah, it did. Now,
That
Now,
dead party member will meet Orcus in the afterlife.
now I'm gonna go grab the head, smear it on his face for a little bit, and then it's like, hey, pay attention. So I got another question for you. This head is enchanted, so I can't speak to death with it. Can you break enchantments?
Sadly, no. If it's been treated by a divine cleric that was able to properly put it to rest, not much can bring it back. Not even necromancy.
All right, good to know. I'm gonna hook the head back up. All right, you guys do whatever you want with them. I think I got all the answers I want.
Wait. I answered your questions.
I plop myself in his lap. Okay, so I have a question for you.
It's hard to hold you. I'm like against a pillar, so I'm
I realize that. I'm trying to make this difficult for you. But pay attention. Pay attention. So, do you know, because you're like buddy with Orcus, right?
Yes.
Do you know anybody named Egranor?
Edgrenor. Why? That's a name that I have never heard of.
What
Is he lying?
I'm gonna poke into his thoughts more, so he has that thing.
You begin poking into his surface thoughts. He seems to be wondering, what is this person asking me this question for? Like, why do they care?
I don't
obviously
think so. I don't think he necessarily
If you had spoken to
knows.
him recently, you know?
he's obviously a stranger. Let's kick his ass and just be done with it.
Yeah. If he doesn't have anything interesting on Edgranor, like any recent news or
Wait, if this Edgrenor did is related to Orcus. Perhaps I could find this information for you. Then you'd let me go?
Um.
Just say
Well,
yes,
let's
he's
put a
not gonna
pin
do
on
this
that.
anyway.
Let's put a pin in that. One more question. What do you know about the cults and the occultish goings on in Allure?
I don't know much of Allure. I tend to avoid the place. They could sniff out someone like me a mile away.
I mean, yeah, you show up in front of a Taurus's like front step, he's gonna know you're there. Mauda says out loud. Seeing if there's any reaction or change.
He doesn't seem to react.
Alright.
Hey, he doesn't know anything. Bye.
I guess my final question is, have you been paying attention to the other cults in Mulligmore, at least? The cloaked people?
I do have information on them. But
Alright.
it sounds like you're willing to dispose of me if I tell you. So I won't.
Well,
Okay.
let me just see what I can do. I'm gonna poke
Okay,
into his,
okay, I'll say
force
that-
his way into his mind.
No. I got a better thing. So you know how I was saying that I was trying that I couldn't cast Speak Dead into this thing. I could Speak Dead to you. So if I wanted, I could just. I don't need to do this. Is what I'm saying.
You know how that spell works, do you not? I don't have to respond.
Yeah, but you'll be dead, and they're like you can't really. You gotta say best your knowledge, and we can trick you.
Wait,
Like,
wait. Doesn't Orcus like dead things anyway? Don't kill him. Can we just torture him and keep him alive and starve him over time?
I'm
Yeah,
poking
Indeed.
into his mind more because he knows about the Mulligmore stuff.
Yeah,
So he has to make a save, wisdom.
but I'll babysit him. That's fine. You guys don't let me have fun and do shit. I'm not in a lawyer right now. At least I get to
Look,
pick on him.
the last time we let you do shit,
It's made with plus
caused a
2.
near party wipe encounter.
He got a 21.
Which one was that?
Damn.
Because he adds his charisma to his saves.
The one
'Cause
that
he's a paladin.
involved chucking the freaking amulet around. This is why we don't let you do things. This is why we don't let you have nice things.
You'll have to work harder to break into my head. I am owned by Orcus.
I
Even
told
if
him.
you slay me, I will come back stronger than you could possibly imagine.
Damn, he actually has a bit of a mental fortitude here.
Uh-huh. I punch him. Non-lethal. This is gonna get fun.
Ow.
Am I still in his lap?
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
still on his lap.
yeah.
Cool.
You know
Front row
what?
seat.
Okay.
It's very
here's the deal,
spiky.
friend. We're gonna take you for a little bit until you tell us a little bit about Mulligmore. If you tell us what you need, you can go. But you're not gonna have anything with you.
Oh, that's an idea. Hey, Zuzu.
And I mean nothing, because
Can you
where's this
bless
holy
this
symbol?
dude so he goes into like who's afterlife instead of Orcus's?
Actually, I could perform the hero ceremony and bless him as a Hieronius devotee instead. It's totally possible.
Wait, that's a thing you could do?
Usually you use it for like you use it to give NPCs bonus hit points, but it's technically a ceremony.
All right, then we might not need to kidnap people. We just might need to just.
I mean,
Well-
it won't necessarily do much except make him annoyed that he's not going to be in Orcus's favor anymore.
No, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to be willing.
Oh, damn.
One
Well, we could
humanoid
do-
who wishes to be dedicated to your god's service.
Actually, I
Actually,
can combine
wait,
that with suggestion.
There is an atonement ceremony, it says. You touch one willing... Oh, it does say one willing creature. Never mind.
Actually, I could also stack this with some other sort of not so happy magic, and suggest that it's the best way to get out alive. I do have that as another spell.
Have what?
I'm gonna cast suggestion on him to say that he's
Oh.
your best bet to get out of here alive is to be is to listen to us.
Comply.
Okay. You cast suggestion upon him, attempting to further assault his mental fortitude. You got a
Man, he got
26.
good mental fortitude. Ah, you're a tough cookie. I'll give you that.
Let me torture him. It's fine.
All right,
I-
we got time before we get to the next city. We'll just strip him down and bring him along. We can try again tomorrow.
Or we can't just kill him and just carry the head. We can just make him talk that way.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
But,
Mao, you see him reaching for something. He was trying to sleight of hand, but he did not get very high.
can I go and grab it and try and restrain him?
You certainly can. You rush
I
towards
get a
his
roll?
hand. No, you just do it. He's restrained. You grasp. Actually, no, we will oppose this. Make a sleight of hand check. You have a large amount of number for that. He's gonna try a dexterity check. And he fails.
Didn't say the magic word.
Seems to be reaching for something in his back. His stuff was like kind of barricaded against the pillar. Amon couldn't reach it before. And he starts pulling out what looks like a dagger. You grab for it and pull it out of his hands. He goes, "What? No! No! Please be careful with that. Whatever you do, don't break it." And you look at it, and it seems to not be a dagger. It's actually a blackened, curled, like, spiraling horn.
Fuck.
Looks to be
What if-
covered in, like, fiery soot, like, permanently, in, like, onto it. I don't know what to call it. It's basically been
Does
burned
it
at
look
some
like
point.
it was burned? It's like the embers, but not
Yeah.
embers. It's like smoke still falling off of it. Does it look magical?
Kind of.
Okay. I'm gonna hand it. Well, Boomcrash, maybe don't sit on him when you look at this, but I would like you to look at this real quick.
Okay, and I like get off, but I kick him as I'm getting off, like just like a lightly little tap.
Maybe in the gut and possibly the groin.
You know what? I think
Please.
it might be time we just strip you.
If
And
you
I'm just gonna I'm about to non-lethally hit him in the head. I'm like raising my fist
Identify.
to see what he does.
It's the source of my power. Stop. You knock him out.
Okay, while they're doing that, I'm gonna basically strip him down to just his underwear.
You strip
and
him
take
down to
all
his
of stuff,
underwear.
and take his holy symbol, and take his weapons.
Is it-
Basically, he's nothing, and I'm gonna time him.
You strip
Have
him
the
down
holy
to his
symbol.
pale white form. Boom Crash, that takes a while. So does Identify. You identify this item. It isn't the source of his power. This is a blasted unicorn horn, and destroying it would have teleported him back to the place where this unicorn was slain.
Huh.
Is it whoever holds it teleports?
Whoever
Breaks it?
Breaks
whoever
it?
was bound to it.
Ah. Yeah, that's a problem.
Hmm.
So
I'm-
we have a mystery teleportation thing.
I guess so. Put it in the party bank for now. Does he have any? I guess let's start. Okay, so I guess the plan here is tomorrow we'll see if he's useful. We'll just tie him to the horse. Worst case scenario, he's just a casualty. Best case scenario, he tells us what you need to go, and we let him go, like naked Skyrim style. Sound good?
Sure. I'm just curious why we gotta carry his entire body when we can just cut off his head.
Come on.
I'm trying to not do a needless casualty, but if he annoys us enough, I won't try too
Dude,
hard.
he's super freaking evil. Orcus.
No. Yes, but we also know how the spell works, so we use it multiple times. We can only ask so many questions. We know they can lie, and then we can't ask them questions again.
I mean,
Well,
I'm just trying to see if we can get info before he's gone.
Well, he's lying and BSing already. And I'm just like
Of course.
at this stage, I'm just like, let's cut out the middleman, literally.
What does he have on his person anyway? Because we're basically spending the next like probably 20 minutes going through his shit.
You find that he does have a pouch of coins. It's a sizable amount. 760 gold pieces,
Okay, in the bank.
as well as 20 platinum.
Sweet. And item-wise, does he have too many weapons? Because I figure if they're repeat weapons, we'll just throw them about.
He has a glaive. It doesn't appear to be magical. It was empowered by his own powers. He also has this gnarly gothic sort of like plate armor. And other than that, doesn't have too much on him. He has a lot of spell components, Boom Crash kind of recognizes those as well as Amon. They seem to be for animate dead spells. There's a lot of them. He's got like a whole sack filled with bones and coins engraved with ritualistic symbols. And that's mostly it.
Neat. Amon, want it?
Well, I don't cast Raise Dead, but let's deny it. It doesn't hurt. I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, you're more of the dead stuff than me, so.
Well,
I'm
not
gonna put his
anymore.
plate armor in my bag of holding.
It also looks like he does have several skulls, just like on a chain, almost. It was strapped to his undead warhorse after looking about the battlefield.
Oh yeah, that thingy. Is it
You.
still around or where did it go?
It collapsed.
Okay.
It's destroyed.
I mean, we got places to be, places to go.
Like, if you don't want to kill him, then we can drag him. But like, I just want to say, if he causes any more trouble, I just want to say, told you so.
I will kill him if he causes trouble. How about that?
Well, I
I'll
mean,
give you
all we
that
gotta
promise.
do is when whoever's on watch has just gotta basically poke him so he can't rest. Then we interrogate him when he's completely debilitated and tired, and
God,
if he
that's
doesn't.
fucking cruel,
Take
man.
a while. I'm impatient. Let's just kill him.
I'll leave it.
Fine.
Okay, we'll vote it. We'll vote it real quick.
We'll put this man's life to a vote.
Yeah.
All in
I vote-
favor?
All in favor for murder.
I mean, I'm all in favor for murder. I just want to know if it's now or later.
Now. Murder now.
Murder now.
Alright.
But he's not even fighting back. It's kind of sad. Just kind of poke him with my hand.
Okay,
Haul him
okay,
around.
okay. Then I'm gonna kick his head off.
No,
Good.
hey, just do it humanely.
You've been outvoted.
Uh, we can at least end his life quickly and
What,
He's
you think I-
unconscious. He's not
wait,
feeling anything.
You
It's
end
fine.
his
You think
life
I kick
quickly and
slowly?
painlessly by kicking his head off of his body. Mao also stabs him.
No, I'll help you slash it off. There you go. Just whoop.
Yeah, Amon quickly snaps the guy's neck, and then Mao, you tear the thing off.
There you go. Fine, take it. What a mess.
yeah. This definitely falls in between the lines of proper duty, but he was technically a necromancer who probably killed innocent, so I think it's fine.
I think it'd been fun just to throw him into the sarcophagus and lock him in there.
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
That's just me though.
You really do it now, can you guys?
What? He's a bad guy. You guys only let me kill bad guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mao, that was a brilliant idea. I'm super proud of you.
Thank
I give her a hug.
Oh, in midst of me trying to give like a bow, just be like over flamboyant, like yeah. Oh, okay.
At least I got some cool armor out of this.
Thank you for leaning down. You're now my height.
I guess since we can kind of ask him questions anytime, you want to go on the road and then use the spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep on
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah, keep on moving.
All right, you guys saddle up your horse and you ride towards the city. So let's go back here. Cool. All right. You guys start making your way back towards the road. It's quite a ways away, but you're able to eventually find your way back onto the path that leads towards Themerald Keep.
We took all the stuff from the tomb, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm keeping that.
I mean, yeah, you took the stuff that you found. That
Toy
is fine.
spangle.
You guys can give me intelligence checks to determine those things' value if you'd like. But I'm going to keep talking. So,
All right, keep on doing.
you guys are heading back along the road. The floodwaters have retreated, and it's more clear now as you start heading towards the uplands of Mullig Moor. Eventually, like, the cliffs start getting higher. There's, like, this sort of cliff that surrounds Mullig Moor. It's almost like a deep cesspool in Sargon's map. Let's try and reveal some areas. Okay. Eventually, Themerald Keep appears in the distance. You can see it. It's probably just a few hours travel further. Along the road, though, you find a caravan. It's one of those covered sort of wagons, as well as a carriage beyond it, and they're on the side of the road. The cart looks like it's been damaged. It's like um, wheels have all been like destroyed, and it's like on its side. Um, the caravan itself doesn't seem to have any horses. It looks like the ropes have been cut. There are a few humanoids gathered around it, and they seem to be distraught. One of them yells out to you guys, "Please, please, help! We could use some help over here."
Sense motive?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna approach. Like, if they're gonna willing to say hi to me, then they're really desperate.
Mm.
I guess that's a good point. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a trap.
Amon is our litmus test.
How desperate are these people? Very.
Yeah, just how desperate do they sound?
It seems like they're genuine. Doesn't look like their lives are in danger or anything, but looks like they need help.
Okay, I guess I'll approach.
I'm gonna hang back and cast True Strikes just in case.
Okay.
I trot right over along with Amon.
You and Amon trot over. There seems to be a few halflings in this group, as well as some half elves, and some humans as well. They approach you and they beg for Amon as well as Zumasu. Um, maybe it's the mask. Maybe they don't know any better.
They're wearing a mask. Like, they should be properly spooked. They're that desperate.
Please, we don't have much to offer, but if you could help, we could really use the help. We need someone to repair our axles and wheels. We don't have any handymen among our number.
Will mending work?
I-
Like,
I'm not
is the
sure.
damage,
I don't know
is the
magic.
damage, is the damage like extensive enough to the point where pieces are missing?
Uh, it doesn't look to be that way. It looks like they've been sort of like snapped, like they have fractured. So mending
Oh.
could probably do the
I
trick.
have mending too, so we can cast it and get it done twice as
Yeah,
fast.
we were just doing welding. Zzz.
All right,
You start
I motion
vert
over
welding.
to the other party. I can't really help you guys, but our party might be able to.
You guys look. Yeah, you look back to the rest of your party, but Mao has completely disappeared.
Heh.
I kind of whisper to myself, "That's fine."
That's normal.
As long as she didn't disappear with the damn amulet, it's fine.
I mean, I didn't think she was the best at tracking, so I don't think she'd want to get lost.
I'm probably behind like a tree or something nearby.
I'm hiding.
I'm hidden.
All right.
Uh,
I'm going
do
to
you-
just do the zap.
Oh, thank you, uh, my lords. I'm very thankful for your help. We're just traveling merchants, you see. But
Good.
Which direction?
we were traveling. God, what was it in my notes? Where were we traveling? We were just traveling from Themrel Keep.
Oh,
What's
we
the
were
situation over there?
My name's
how,
my name's Merrick.
How's the situation over there?
This Merrick seems to be a old male human. Um, he he starts talking to you after you guys, or while you guys are repairing the carts. The other ones are just kind of looking on, unable to provide much help. They've gathered all their belongings on the side of the road. Um, what was the question? Sorry, I'm a little confused right now.
So how's it over there?
In Themrel? Well, I mean, it was fine in Themrel, but there's sort of a stronger presence there. Um,
What do you mean stronger presence?
well, we were robbed on our way out of Themrel Keep by a patrol that was heading back there. I. Well, we weren't exactly robbed by highwaymen. Let's put it that way.
what do you mean by robbed? Like,
Well, they were
Which group?
patrolmen. They're on back from patrol. They robbed them. So
Why would patrolmen rob merchants?
It was the Leaf Crown. They said that there was a toll to be trading in this area.
That's not good. Are you guys from? Where do you originally hail from?
Well,
What city?
we're technically not affiliated with any city. We're just
traveling
merchants.
in general.
We travel between all of the cities.
Have you heard about the state of affairs between New Dawn, Elore, and Connacht?
Heard about tensions, but nothing this serious. We didn't think they'd be attacking merchants.
Have they done it to anybody else? Have you heard?
I don't know. I haven't heard any stories like this.
That's probably not good. Do you mind if I talk to your lord?
My lord?
Traveling merchants, they don't have a lord.
yeah, what's this about?
Didn't he mention talking to his lord or something?
He called you guys, my
Or
lord.
He called us lords.
Yeah.
Oh, I misunderstood that.
You guys
Alright.
looked more important than they are, so they were trying to be respectful.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you are, but you keep on bumbling.
I'm
Fair
sorry.
enough. All right then. I don't got
Alright.
very many more questions.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
get them.
Speaking of merchants, like they got their stuff on the side. What stuff do they look like they have?
It looks like they mostly have what remains of their food. It looks like they've managed to keep some of their unassuming crates that were just filled with simple lumber. But they explained that they did have some more valuable things that they were going to pawn off that they had traded from adventurers.
Oh well. All right then. I say we move along, and we gotta be on an extra watch for ambushes and such.
Sounds fair. Do you
Right.
guys need any other sort of help, or you think you can take care of yourselves now?
I'm really astonished. Magic truly is wonderful. I thank you all for your help. You guys like finish up the mending spells and you get the whole thing working back again. It looks like they were kind of smashed with like maces and like long swords, but it was easy enough for mending to fix. They thank you profusely and get themselves back into their caravan. Looks like there were some kids in there too as well. They are just kind of like looking at you guys terrified. But they shake your hands, the merchants, and promise you safe travels, or wish you safe travels.
Take care.
You as well. Be careful there, and avoid the leaf crown if you have to.
Oh, we
Sounds
know.
good.
All right. They head off down the cobbles, and you guys make your way towards Themeral Keep. There are no further encounters along this journey. You've seen a few other caravans, not like huge ones,
Is there
more
enough
like
time for a rest?
yeah, definitely. In fact, a long rest because you've arrived at your destination.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna have to heal myself and then get my spell slots back first. So let me see how much I got left.
Right, you guys arrive at Themeral Post. You guys haven't been here before, but you've probably passed by it on your way to Elore during your first travel out to Elore a long time ago. It was unassuming, and you guys didn't really wish to visit it because you were in a hurry. But yeah.
Good thing, because Leaf Crown are assholes.
At least out here they are.
Mm.
So wait, did we get a rest before we got here, or resting here?
Well, you can take a short rest, but otherwise, once you get here, you have plenty of time on your hands. It's probably well due for a long rest, to be honest.
Okay, so you're saying we can go to an inn. I'm gonna say, can I just take a short rest just to get a few hit points?
Wait, but we can go straight into an inn? Like they're not gonna toll us or anything? So it's just the patrol that's
I just
doing
meant I wanted some hit points before. we
Yep,
walked
it seems
into the
that
place.
it seems that the patrol was the only person that seemed to demand a toll.
Okay.
That's weird.
So it could be
Yep.
false identity. It could be false identity. Someone impersonating because if they're all being bullies, they should be pretty consistent about that throughout. So
Yeah.
I mean, bandits be bandits. Like,
yeah, it seems like it's likely
whether or not they're employed by the guard or not, thugs be thugs. So, eh.
I don't think they're employed by the guards because then there would be like mention of protection money and things like that.
Well, if
We'd
Happy was
we'd
the
probably have to
lieutenant,
ask
too.
around. So what did we see when we started approaching the place then?
It's a oblong-shaped, walled town with a gratuitously large keep in the center of it. This place is meant largely for defense between, and we kind of skipped the entire world map. I'm gonna go back there for my own perusal. Yeah, this is the main place between Silius Town and Fort Salacious, which the former belongs to Connacht. It's a Connacht town. The latter is a Aloran fort that you guys passed on your way to Kiefer's Bale. And this Themeral Post forks off to the northeast towards Erzark, which is your destination, where Maria is posted.
So this is the closest one to Connacht then?
Pretty
Of the
much.
Aloran?
Pretty
Okay.
much. It's like right on the edge there. Gotta go back to the other page for myself. Okay, as you guys head in towards the gate, the gates are open, and there are several guards out front. They are watching people as they come in and out, and they do end up speaking with you. Like, you weren't pressed for any sort of toll heading in, like those merchants were. Sorry, heading towards or away from Themeral Post. But as you get towards the gate, the guards do demand your purpose in Themeral.
We are but weary travelers looking to find rest.
Traveling through.
Zark,
I'm with them.
we just need to sleep.
Carrying any contraband? Anything from Connacht?
No,
No,
We're
New
not coming
Dawn
from Connacht.
goods?
Nope.
no, we haven't been to New Dawn or Connacht.
Can I get your mask off, sir?
Who was talking to?
You.
Oh,
I'm not.
it's
I haven't
definitely
been
you.
on the map forever.
You just mentioned it a little while ago, I think.
Yeah,
That's the reason why I think there's
Yeah.
some confusion.
Oh, that's fine.
Because ever since the Boggle stole it, I never reclaimed it.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that totally. It's mostly your icon that's making me forget
Yeah.
that. Can I get your hood down, sir? They look at your face and just kind of glimpse you over.
Maybe put it back up
give
now.
I give him a toothy grin, like kind of unsmile, where it's just like a sideways.
Hmm. Well, run along then. Wait. You guys need to pay. It's 10 gold to enter Themeral.
Is
May not
there
be
an
merchants, but
inn?
it's still 10 gold.
Is there an inn in here?
There's plenty of inns here.
Okay. I pass him
gonna-
10 gold.
I give him a stack, though, and just
Wait, is it each or is it just for the whole party?
It's each.
I'm gonna pay
Damn,
in
son.
copper.
You asshole, I love it.
I don't want to carry around this extra weight, paying in copper.
Must
Yeah,
you
I'll pay him in
pay?
silver.
Must you pay in so many coin?
Look, do you want the money or not?
Isn't change useful? 10 silver.
They
I'll-
they try and intimidate you at this point as you're counting out annoyingly slowly. They're gonna.
Two.
I'll just start a fight with
Three.
every single authority figure.
Yes.
They-
You know what? I guess this is fair, considering that every head I gotta decapitate. So you know what? This is fair.
Eventually, one of the guards steps forward and slaps the coppers out of your hand, Mao. How dare you disrespect them? Give them bigger coin.
Money's money, dude. What's wrong with you?
I give them 5 platinum pieces, and I'm like, okay, let's just fucking go.
I don't even. I probably dropped like 20 copper. I don't even care. I'd be like, you can pick that up because it's yours. Because it's obviously not worth anything to you. Have fun with that.
They grab Boom Crash's coins and start picking up yours. They just kind of glare at you guys as you are allowed in.
Seriously, it's money. It's just
I
really heavy
wonder
in my
who's in
pocket.
charge of this damn place.
It was a dick swinging contest. Let's just go.
Let's get to the inn first, have ourselves a nice round of ale, and then take
God,
a rest.
Karen.
Hey, there was a time where 15 copper pieces got me fucking bread and apples and like some really sour milk, and it at least got me through the day. Copper is still
Inflation's a
money.
bitch.
That was 100
That
years
too.
ago. That was 100 years ago, Grandma. Good times. Anyway, so let's.
You just okay boomered her, and I love it.
So
Hey.
let's see what's happening. What's the general mood like? How miserable is this place?
It's surprisingly not that miserable. You
Yeah.
guys enter the city, and besides the guards that are like posted at the gate, there aren't too many Leaf Crown out in the streets. They're mostly some just at the gates. They're patrolling the walls, keeping their eyes on the horizon. There's a small like gatehouse on the inside where they seem to be congregating, but otherwise the rest of the town is kind of slow. People are just kind of walking from place to place, doing their day-to-day activities. There's a bit of music coming from this first area, Stonebrook Plaza, that you enter. There are a few not guards, bards. That's a very distinction. Uh, they're filling the town square with music. Some that didn't seem to know each other have like joined in a chorus. And the most unusual thing is probably a fountain in the center of the square. There's just a constant stream of water that seems to be animated through magic. The water seems to be fairly clear, but the unusual thing is that it has several statues surrounding it, and they seem to be dancing to the music.
Like the
Creepy.
statues.
Can I
They are
drink some of
animated
that
and
water?
dancing.
That is rad.
I want to go drink some of the water.
It's a small world after all.
You head to the water and splash it over your face and just kind of like take a little sip from it. It seems to be pretty clear water. It's good. It's good. No unusual things happen. One of the statues like sees you drinking from the fountain and just kind of like pulls her skirt towards herself, thinking that you're trying to look up it, and she just like sticks her tongue out at you.
adorable.
Sorry, lady. I'm gonna move away from the fountain. Are those things sentient?
Ah,
try and ask
indeed,
her-
they are sentient. Have you not heard the tales?
No, we're newcomers.
How dare you?
Who
Another
is this I'm talking to?
another bard has crawled up to you. They are a half-elf, and they've got like a poofy hat. They seem to have a lyre in their hands. They seem like the stereotypical like image that comes up in your head of a bard. They've got like a goatee and a mustache, and he leans over to you and says, "Newcomers to Themeril, yes?"
Yeah.
Well, some say that when we conquered the rivers sinking beneath this place and tamed them for our own wells, that these very stone figures rose from the stones surrounding it, and, well, the rest is history. They have protected the wells and watch over us even in our darkest hours.
I'll tell you, they got pretty good taste in water.
Indeed, as do we all. Please,
How-
can I interest you in perhaps coming to an inn to stay for the night and maybe some drink?
Sounds good to me. What says you guys?
I say nothing.
Sleep, booze, food.
Who has
Not
the best ale?
necessarily in that order.
Well, you should come to my inn. It's the Laughing Ox. It's over here, just so. And he like starts directing you to another place. A woman then steps in front of him. Excuse me, but I have this one. I'm sorry, just come to the Laughing Ox Tavern. No, you should probably go to the Ivory Goats. We're just across the way this way, the woman says. If you want real music
Cheaper,
and real
and you two need to
entertainment.
fight.
What? A
I'm
fight?
doing it. I wanted to see who's. Are they just both trying to sell us?
They
they're
both
both
are starting to
vultures.
sell you different bars and taverns, it seems.
Well, okay. While you guys are talking, I'm gonna sneak away.
You sneak
Well,
away.
I gotta conspicuously sneak away because I'm too tall. I'm sure I'll be noticed.
I have a
You
basic
almost
question.
trip over a small goblin. It looks up at you and says, "Hey, watch where you're going. And if you want to watch where you're going, you should come to the Tiny Ants Inn. We're
Fuck.
just over here in the corner."
Jesus Christ.
He starts whistling on a little recorder that he pulls out of his pants.
Okay. It seems like there's a bit of a contest to see. So I have a question. Which one of you guys has the most gossip? Best person to go and listen to the goings on of this place.
They stop and look at each other, and immediately all burst into song. It seems to be the same song, and I'm not going to try
I hate
and
this.
improvise an
I-
entire song, but it's very High School Musical.
Okay.
I hate this place already. I'm gonna keep on walking.
Yeah. I'm like halfway amused, but mostly horrified. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But we
The
still haven't decided on an inn.
the music seems to describe the uprising of a innkeepers guild here in Ephemeral called the Sprightly Chords. They're all musical and they all share all the best gossip, and every tavern has its own sort of style and theme. And everybody comes here from all around to spend nights in the different taverns.
So it's literally like a sort of amusement park sanctioned by the Leaf Crown.
At least here in Stonebrook Plaza, they say.
So-
They eventually end their song, and they're all like on the fountain, like with one knee up on the fountain, and each of the like animated statues are all presenting like "ta-da" sort of hand motions as they all like strike a pose at the end of the last note.
Do any of you have any Yanti employed?
They just kind of like look at each other like, no, I don't think so. And then the
Kenku?
woman just like turns herself into a Yanti. I could be if you want me to. I know
What about
illusory magic.
Kenku?
Sure. She changes herself into a Kenku. The other ones are kind of like rolling their eyes. The goblin says, I can make a Kenku. And he starts like playing on his flute, and then a little pile of earth collects into a sort of crow person. It's very shoddily made.
That's
kinda
still
cool.
rad as fuck, though.
I hate this place so
I
much.
really hate this place, though. Just somebody pick something.
The man says, I'm still willing to fight her, and the woman kind of slaps him.
I vote we go Goblin guy, because Goblin representation matters.
I like the fact that he was willing to throw down, though.
My
He
vote
was
is for
going to
Goblin
fight
guy.
someone for my amusement. That wins him
Okay,
points.
so Chris, you said that's sort of Stonebrook Plaza. What if I keep on walking past it, or am I being stopped by anyone?
Nobody seems to stop you. There are a few other bards that like sort of come up to you, but you just kind of like shove them away with your hand, just like right on their face, and just push them silently away. They get the idea, and you're able to escape fairly easily. You head, I guess that would be northwest, towards the Magman Promenade. It's just a different region. You're not sure why it's called that, but the sign on the post seems to like say what the place is. This district seems to be made for industry and trade. There's a bunch of shops down here. They're much less singy, it seems.
Thank
Good.
God.
There's a blacksmith out working their trade. There's a weaver out like fanning a carpet on a sort of post. It's fairly tame. There's also a monument that looks like a giant disc with triangular, like radiating like patterns around it, almost like it's a sun. There is a small crescent moon in the lower right-hand corner of it. Make a religion check.
Yeah, the thing that I always fail at.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, as a cleric that actually have proficiency, I don't think I made a single religion check in the entire campaign.
I think that's an exaggeration. You've definitely made a check. You
You've done a
recognize it.
couple. Yeah.
You recognize it as a holy symbol. It looks fairly like famous. Like you've definitely seen it before. You just can't place the name. It's definitely one of the good deities.
Paylor.
Ugh, gross. Um,
Pretty sure it's Paylor.
is it just a statue? No inscriptions or anything?
It just appears to be a statue. There is probably was an inscription at one point, but it's long since faded into the marble.
Oh, it's old. It's super old. Okay. All right. In that case, I'm gonna ask. You said a blacksmith is Brian's trade. Like a, excuse me, Sir Smith.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Actually, I'm a new person here. Kind of lost, and the plaza did not illuminate the situation around here.
Yes,
So
you seem like someone who gets a lot more done with your hands than your words. If you're looking for better entertainment or things, I think there's a bar in the in this district that might be able to help you.
okay, and then will they also provide lodging?
Um, Lodging, I don't think they're allowed to. The Innkeepers Guild kind of has a monopoly on that. They won't let anybody lodge anybody unless they're a member of the guild. And well, the guild is, and they just kind of like make little fairy hands with their, or fairy fingers with their hands.
Jazz hands.
Yeah.
Jazz fingers, yay!
Yeah. Okay, it's like good to know. Um. So, um. Is
Can I
the
help you with any metalwork or something? She says.
actually? Do you have any spears?
Oh, I can make spears. Easy enough.
Hmm. Do you have any like? What's the best spear you have on hand? I'm curious.
Um, well, I don't really have much in terms of magic, but I have this one. It's fairly masterful. It's I don't work magic, but I was able to salvage this point and turn it into a spear. Um, and I'd say it's probably a +1 spear.
How much would you want for it?
I'd be willing to part with it for we'll say 300.
Done.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Here you go. Need anything else today, sir?
No. You provided me well. Actually, have you heard of anything called the Merchants Consortium?
Merchants Consortium. Why, they come by here every now and then, but they're mostly out in the Scablands. At least that's what I've heard. It's usually pretty obvious whenever one of them passes through. They're usually quite rich. They're usually have some sort of strange foreign accent that we can't really place. They seem to get around. They seem to get off on their foreignness and kind of
What's
use it to
the
draw in the customers.
When's the last time they showed up?
Um, One usually shows up every month or so. Usually a big to-do.
When's the last time they showed up?
Uh, Maybe a few weeks ago. So there might be another
Hmm.
one due if they're regular.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, you probably have better luck out in the Scablands. There's probably a lot more out there, constantly. They don't make it much up to Alore unless they have something willing to sell.
So, from the sound of things, they come to you guys, not you go to them. Correct?
Yes, usually. We don't trade specifically with the consortium. They're just a guild for the merchants.
Do you even know where they're actually located, or is it just vaguely the Scablands?
I don't get out much.
Hmm. Alright, good to know.
Alright, well, have a good one.
I'm gonna wave and politely walk away. For
Okay.
once, I will not kill some.
For once, I will not kill someone. Off in the distance, something does catch your eye. There's fairly interesting landmark that was sort of blocked by both the walls when you were coming in and the fortress coming in. There's a floating hunk of land off in the corner, and it's got a tower like poking out of it. There's apparently a lightning storm underneath of the tower and chunk of land.
Oh god, the real estate value on that place must be terrible.
Yeah, I just figured I'd mention it because it's unusual.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you guys doing? You guys are still fighting over these innkeepers.
No, I'm egging them on. I want them to fight.
Fight, fight, fight.
I'm gonna turn to Book Crush and be like, since you seem so invested in this, I'll let you decide where we stay. I'm gonna go see what happened to Amon. I'm gonna
Okay.
walk down.
Sumalsu heads off. Boom Crash is like trying to get them to fight each other. Eventually, their argument comes to a head, and
Do any guards show up?
no guards come up, but
Boo.
a half elf comes out of one of the buildings and says, "Please, please, you all are fighting over these adventurers, thinking that you're going to get money out of them. But really, why are you fighting in this manner? You're all members of the Innkeepers Guild," and they all kind of like bow their heads in shame. "You should know that of course we're supposed to do a battle of the bards. That's how we settle these sorts of
Oh,
things."
thank
And they all
no.
pull out their instruments.
Nope.
Hold on. I point to the half elf and I'm like, "You, who are you? Do you have an inn?"
"I am but a senior member of the Innkeepers Guild. Of course I have an inn. It's over here. This
Hey,
is the
you just
Morning
domed the
Glory
heck out of
Tavern."
These guys. Yeah, you just domed the heck out of these guys. We're staying with you.
They all like have started playing, and then they just kind of like do sad dooting noises as soon as you say that you've picked who you're staying with.
Oh.
Your faces, help me!
The goblin still plays for a few measures on before they realize that it's over.
I'm gonna flip him a silver piece because I like his spirit.
The woman kind of snaps her fingers in disgust, and the guy just like shakes his head. The older half-elf man says, "Please come with me." And he takes you to a large two-storied inn that seems to have a tavern in the front. It's a smaller tavern. It looks more to be an inn. "We have the comfiest beds anywhere, and everyone always enjoys their night stay here at the Morning Glory Tavern." And you see that the sign is just a tent that's just sort of been pitched in the facing the outward. And yeah, there's the inn. He offers you a stay. Everybody here, he says, has the same price everywhere as judged by the Innkeepers Guild to promote fairness in their competition. Whoever can attract the most people gets the more money.
Huh. Neat.
Anyway, that will be 5 silver pieces per person.
Okay. I hand him 20 silver pieces.
Thank you so much for choosing the Morning Glory, and may your morning be filled with glory as well. Here are your rooms.
Is that something that you provide?
Sadly, that is not regulated by the
Disappointed.
Innkeepers Guild. But if you head to room 16B, you might be pleasantly surprised.
Noted.
He hands you the key with a little jingle and a smirk.
Okay. I snatch the key and I'm like, okay, so booze, food.
Yes, booze and food, right in the tavern.
I'm gonna like slowly kind of follow behind, but I'm also looking for like a bulletin board or like some sort of post place that they might actually like put up signs, flyers, other than just the bards or like rule laws, wanted people things.
You start looking around for quests and whatnot. There does seem to be a bulletin board, but none of the quests seem to be really in your path to Erzark. You keep this in mind in the back of your heads as you make mental notes of some of these quests, though several are clearing out the basement of the dire rats. It's stuff that
We're gonna take care of that one.
it's
We
stuff
aren't
a
letting
smaller
we aren't letting
group
a
of
small
adventurers
group
would.
die to dire rats.
It's stuff that lesser groups would likely need to overcome.
Okay. but nothing important. No like Red Raven shit.
Yeah, the Red Raven has
Yeah.
not made an appearance at
No, I
Themerald
understand,
Post.
but like other equivalent people.
It doesn't like no big names come out to you. It seems that the Leaf Crown has posted that there is a curfew instated, and as well as a toll for people entering Themerald Post. It doesn't mention how much the toll is. It just mentions that you will be asked at the door.
Interesting.
Basically, a tax on merchants as well as entry in order to encourage the right people to enter Themerald Post.
I forget what that's technically called, but that is technically a discrimination.
Makes
Yep.
sense. So, I guess where did everyone go?
I'm trying to find you. Come on.
You
Where's
start
everybody?
coming after Amon. You can make a perception check.
Do I notice the fountain too?
I mean, you notice the monument. You can make a religion check.
Yeah. The monument.
You're having trouble finding Amon. He's gotten lost in this sort of crowds of merchants and commoners going about trying to find their daily stuff. You are able to make the fairly easy religion check. It is a monument to Foltus, the god of light. He's an older god, but he checks out.
It's to who? Foldus?
Foltus. Pholtus.
Like a photon.
Yeah,
I would have
he's...
thought it'd be Pelor.
Pelor has a
Yep.
different symbol. His is more of a frowny face on a sun. He's the
How is
god
it-
of the sun, specifically. More like radiant justice stuff. Foltus is more the god of goodness and light in general.
Fair enough.
Remind me after this game, but there is the fan theory that Pelor is actually evil.
I'll
believe
make
that.
note in the chat section.
Pelor,
I'm
evil? Find out more.
Definitely curious.
I'm going to, so I guess I'll just be like, well, let's see. If I was Amon, where would I go? I
You
guess
look
I'd
up
go check
towards
out
the
shops.
lightning doom tower.
There's a lightning doom tower?
Yeah, there's a tower floating on a chunk of loose stone with like lightning bolts crackling underneath of it, as well as like constant rainstorms. Just.
Okay, yeah, no, he might go there, so I guess I'll head over there.
If I was a Mon, where would I go? Looks behind you. It's a fairly comedic moment there. Amon, where are you actually headed?
I guess I'm gonna. You know what? I guess going to Tempest. If it's still daylight, then Tempest Tower seems like a good place to go.
Okay, yeah, you do end up heading over there. And eventually you actually catch up to Zumasu. You did spend some time at the blacksmith, so you were able to, or Zumasu somehow was able to pass you. So you eventually find him like walking ahead of you, looking around.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
I'm gonna point toward the tower. Isn't
Oh.
that interesting?
Yeah, that seems weird. I thought you were gonna head there anyway. Want to check it out?
Sure, why not?
All right.
You guys head towards the tower. There's like as much of a storm as is going on, and all the lightning bolts that are happening. It's fairly quiet. It's more like firecrackers. It's more like what's that thing called? The
Sparklers?
the generator that like sparks and stuff. God, I wish I knew the name of that. I'm sure I do somewhere.
The Tesla coil?
Tesla coil. There we
You're
go.
welcome.
Thank you. It's more like a Tesla coil, but Tesla doesn't exist in this universe, so it's a fantasy Tesla coil.
Is it zapping in frequencies that make like a little sing song too?
Not totally. It's
Okay.
it's just kind of crackling with larger than a Tesla coil bolts, just kind of snapping. There's
Where's the
also
nearest
actual
person?
rain pouring down from clouds, almost like a storm is happening underneath of it. There doesn't
That's
seem
bad.
to be an obvious way up.
Where's the nearest person I could probably ask?
There's a disheveled commoner just kind of like shuffling around that you can talk to.
I tap him on the shoulder. Hey there, sir. It, do you mind? I'm just new here. Do you know what's up with that floating tower there?
Oh, the friggin' loud thing?
Yeah, what's the deal with it?
This is a
Don't usually see something
mage
like that.
tower.
Do you know if there's any way to get up there or who's in there?
I don't know. The person usually flies up there. I don't know her name.
Huh. Okay, thank you. I toss him a copper piece. Thanks for your
Ooh.
help.
He immediately starts biting it.
See, he appreciates real money.
This person seems
Yeah.
more of a goblin than the goblin, actually.
Ugh.
They have far too few teeth. But they shamble off, thankful for your contribution.
So I just want to kind of understand this sort of layout here. The whole outside is mostly just where normal people live, but the building in the middle is where the Leaf Crown's actually stationed, right?
Yep, the center is almost exclusively Leaf Crown. You did see a sort of double gate as you were entering Stonebrook Plaza that leads into the inner wall area. That had several Leaf Crown guards just standing at attention. There was nobody really around there. Not even people trying to bother them or anything.
What's kind of like the buildings around this Mage Tower? Is this kind of more like the little poorer district then or something?
It seems to be a poorer district. The buildings have been paid less attention to. They're all mostly made out of a combination of like wood and that white Aloran stone. Not really any marble, it's mostly stone in this district. The inns did have a mixture of marble and wood.
Okay. Is there any sort of shop or anything around here?
There's not too many shops around here except for a grocer. There's somebody selling like old shirts. There's someone that's making rope outside. You're not sure if that's a shop or not.
Alright. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere here at the moment. Want to just call it a rest and then we can investigate tomorrow?
Yeah, seems good.
Let's go see what let's go back to the plaza and see if they picked an inn.
You head back to the plaza, and after talking to the dejected bards, they point you towards where the rest of your party is. You head to the Morning Glory Tavern. You find Boom Crash and Mao. They are feasting on some sort of pasta dish filled with mushrooms plucked from Mullick not like the boggle ones. These ones seem to be treated nicely and in a way that Aloran palates would be happy for.
Okay, does it beat the
It
chicken?
was edible.
Yeah,
Is it better than the purple turkey or chicken or whatever we had?
it's a lot less funky.
Okay.
But yeah, there's like a simple tomato sauce that's been made with it. And you guys are being served wine. It's very nice in the Morning Glory. Although the room is sort of small, they mostly specialize in wine. There's another barkeep that works for the older person. The old dude mentioned that their name was Dimio, and the barkeep is Cleves.
Cleves, Dimio, do you guys sell by the bottle?
They look at each other. We can for you.
How much?
10 gold for the finest bottle.
I passed him 20 gold.
Ooh, your math's off. Here's 2 bottles.
Yep, perfectly good math. Tell me, what do you guys know about that floating mage tower?
Oh, the Mage Tower. I guess you guys really must be new here. Well, I guess that's fair. We haven't seen him around before. That's right. Well, if you're looking for that mage, some say that they are doing some sort of research on some weird anomaly. That's what they're saying keeps the tower aloft. It's rather mysterious why the mage is here, really, and who sent them. But there are those of us who wonder if they're up to ill will or perhaps have some secret noble aspirations. Though nobody has attacked, we do wonder if they will rise to our protection if we are ever brought under the assault of those Connaughtons.
So then why does the Leaf Crown allow somebody to have a floating tower?
I don't know. Perhaps they just made a deal with them. Yes, that is why we wonder if they will come to our defense. A mage is a powerful thing. If they're from Allure, then perhaps they were sent here specifically to defend Themerald Post.
You know
It's
if
been here
anybody-
for at least 5 years, I think.
That's interesting. Do you know if anybody has personal ties to them? You know, do they drop in an inn, have a drink or something?
Hmm. I haven't heard of anyone. If anyone's come, they've been quite secretive.
All right.
Yes,
I've
the
finished-
mage seems to be all by herself. We do know it is a woman. We just don't know much else about their magic or their powers.
Well, that's helpful enough. Keep the drinks coming.
Of course, of course. They make sure that your glasses are filled and largely leave you alone except to refill drinks, make sure you have enough food.
As they step away, I'll look at the Boom Crash and be like, do you think that maybe you can talk with this person? You went to the college. You might have known about them, or someone would have known them.
Maybe I'll definitely go and look and ask, because maybe they'll sell us magical stuff, or maybe they'll know something interesting. I don't know.
Pretty cool. Who
Um,
knows? Maybe they're also kicked out like your teacher was.
Maybe. Oh, Amon, didn't you have some sort of magic thing that you wanted to ask about? Is Amon here?
Yeah.
I think he
I
wanted
assume
to
so.
get the enchantment removed.
That
Right.
too.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you and me want to go on a field trip?
Sure.
Should we take a rest first so we get all our spells back?
You
Sure.
can wait until tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
Because it is like what in the evening now.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you probably arrived later in the day, and now that you're eating dinner, it's sort of like the sun has fallen and it's
Also,
going
this
on
place
towards
has a
evening.
curfew.
It also does have a curfew, so I guess it's also good to stay
Yeah.
inside.
So I'll mention that. By the way, we can't leave at night unless you want to get in trouble.
Fair enough.
At that point, I gotta point to you and say, "Stay put."
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna take action. Then I was like, oh no, he's just ordering Mao not to do anything.
Yeah. If no
I-
one said anything, she would have gone out.
I'm paranoid, so I'm just gonna check out the one. I want to see if there's any wanted posters about us or the Red Raven or like anything as well.
And look, there's nothing out there.
You sure?
Yeah. Word doesn't
Okay.
seem to have reached here, or else nobody must care enough to check here.
Unless you want to go fight some Roas.
Roas?
Rats of unusual size.
Yes.
No, it's a joke. We could kick them and they would, like, die.
Do you not understand how dangerous rats are?
Oh, you guys are going to tackle that rat job?
No.
Where's that rat job happening?
No.
I'll take that job up personally tomorrow.
Well, too bad. Someone already took it.
Wait, who took care of the rats? I'd like to shake their hand.
I don't know. They were passing through, some adventurers. I think there
Don't
was,
shake their hand. They touched rats. That's
Yeah.
dirty.
But while some adventurers, go slay important things, rats are important. That poor family who's terrorized, they could have lost their pets or their child, it's important.
Were we supposed to get to a certain place by the end of the session?
yeah.
Trying to get to New Dawn, right?
Well, Erzark.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
Okay,
So
so
let's
let's
just
hurry
rest.
this along.
The main
because-
rest.
find
Rest.
information in the wish stuff, too.
You guys take your long rest, and you guys awaken in the morning glory. Boom Crash, there was a bit of a interesting thing with your room.
16B.
Yeah, it seems that 16B is, compared to your allies' rooms, it's a lot fancier, and by the time that you reached it, it was completely covered in rose petals. The bed is shrouded in a canopy that seems to mimic the tent that's on the sign out front. And sitting on the bed as you enter are two humanoid figures, half-elves. One's a woman and one's a man, and then they both offer themselves to you.
Okay.
For a nominal fee.
Of course.
Money, please.
That eventually comes up.
I mean, I figured. I'm trying to remember if me and Juliana ever had the conversation about monogamy or not yet.
Not
Happy-
sure.
So happy ending or no happy ending?
But will she know? And if not, will you feel bad because you're
No, it's like
These two figures are vying for your attention, much like the bards, except it's a very different kind of battle they're fighting.
well, the answer is okay. Hold on, I need to roll some dice for it. Okay. High, I go for it. Low, I don't. Damn it!
You can do what your character wants.
Juliana gets in there. You
Hold
can
on,
only
wait.
think of Juliana.
I mean,
Just have them do something and sit and watch. You're not doing anything.
that's fair. That is
That's
true.
fair.
This is weird.
They both get paid.
I don't know you people. Jesus Christ.
She's like, what's wrong with you?
Do you make
Modern,
this offer?
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Yes.
God damn it. It's. Nope, we haven't had the conversation yet. That is true. We are going out, but it's still early days. So.
All you've
both.
shared is a kiss and a months-long trek through the Underdark.
And you held hands.
Also
And we
held
held
hands
hands,
at one
and
point.
it was
The
very
mood
intense
is
hand
done.
holding.
You also saved her life a few times.
Yeah, and she saved mine. Anyway, so I'm gonna fuck both of them.
Huzzah!
All right.
Wait, is that a discount price though? So they're both working at the same time?
How much?
Well, it's not
the
exactly a
way-
2-for-1 special,
Damn it!
but it is at least. Damn, what are prostitution prices like at Themeral Post? I'm gonna say, I mean, it's a lot. It's not adventurers like money, but they are each offering themselves for 250 gold each.
Okay. So 500?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 50 platinum, then you have to. Oh no, they can be divided. Never mind.
The
Can't be divided.
the battling between them ceases as you make your offer, and they both coyly smile at each other and just both each with one hand shove you down onto the bed, and we'll fade to black. Achievement unlocked. You're gonna get some bonus XP for that because you had to deal with it. Okay. Wakens the next morning and
Actually use the crystal ball to do one quick check-in
on Boom Crash right now for about a half hour.
I actually wanted to check out
Feathers.
Alore. It's been a few days.
Feathers everywhere. Just everywhere.
Sir, you're checking on Alore?
Yes, I want to specifically check on Alore, and I want to check on
Specifically check on Alore, the entire city.
Yeah, no, I want to check on Arns. Check and see
Okay.
on Arns again.
That's a little more vague than your specific option, but I guess I'll let that work. You check on Arn or the Arn that you knew in Alore?
The Arn I knew in Alore.
You check in on them. It seems like let's see, it's at night.
Yeah.
Well, first they need to make a checkaroonie. Okay, they failed. You do succeed, and you begin scrying upon Arn. Arn seems to be on the night watch tonight. They are walking about Alore with a retinue of guards. It looks like Alore is now locked down as well. They seem to have a similar curfew to Themeral Post, and they're making sure that nobody is out past curfew. Meanwhile, he's ordering his men for any signs of the Red Raven to report back to him. They seem to now have communication devices. It looks like they're all using sending stones to communicate, embedded in their gauntlets.
Okay.
It was only Boom Crash that got to talk with the Red Raven last time, right?
No, I got to talk with him too. Actually, so yeah, can I do a quick checkup on the Red Raven, see how they're doing?
You attempt to scry upon the Red Raven, but
Now that I
they're...
know them.
Well, you
For
do
you.
know them, but there is no response.
Okay, they got
They're-
the thingy.
Yeah, their magic
Yeah.
prevents. Well, the magic item that they wear prevents them from being scryed upon.
I guess that's better. That's actually probably good then. Okay,
Yeah,
that's all.
smart. The moment you can scry on her, then that's when there's a
Yeah, that
problem.
might be an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, we're waking up. We this was a normal full rest, right? Or did
Yep.
we do?
No,
weird
yeah,
thing?
it's a normal long rest. That was just for the encounters thing because extended period. Yeah, you guys awaken. Boom Crash is a bit late to getting up for reasons. Their feathers are a
Crest, we
little
gotta go
ruffled.
check out that tower. We needed your magic.
Yeah, sure.
Also, you missed breakfast call. There was lots of toast and stuff.
Don't worry, I ate.
Okay.
Gross.
Sorry, I'm not dining in today. I'm eating out. Looks at camera.
Okay, that was good.
Okay, slow clap. That was great.
See, that's kind of the joy that you should use in Jackbox.
Yeah.
Goose emerges from their dimensional rift and then shouts, "Yeah!"
Oh wait, if I do the spell, I'm gonna come up to them later and say that this was our child. Yes.
Crash has had kids. It's just a bit of her soul.
Anyway,
That's a
So-
knife we can use later. Okay, you guys head to Tempest Tower. It's still there, despite everything. There's still a storm going underneath of it. There's still no stairs.
Hey, Boom Crash, you can do things that make us float. How high above us is that thing?
Probably grab onto it from a height of 60 feet. You'd have to climb a bit to get to a set of spiraling stairs. There is like a landing area, but that's about, I'd say, 100 feet up.
Okay, if we got landed on top of the houses, if we climbed on top of the houses, how close are we? Is that like 30 feet up?
I'd say you can get an extra 50 feet height.
Okay, so I'm gonna look for the highest thing and grappling hook up there.
we just need something to stand on.
Honestly, yeah. Or Boom Crash could telekinetically grab you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of like if she did it from the top of the buildings, I guess. I know.
Yeah,
What
you
we
could
have-
climb
No,
on some
it'll
poor
just
dude's
take
house,
a few
yeah.
seconds longer, but
Okay.
That seems conspicuous as well.
All right.
Well, you guys find some way
who
to...
wants to be a surfboard?
You know what? Fine. I feel like this is what I've used for half the time, and I kind of like it in position.
You
Like
assume a
Superman style.
position and start planking on the ground. And one at a time, Mouse stands on you, and Boom Crash lifts Zumasu up towards the tower as Zumasu is just standing there, rigid.
No, I'm in the Superman position. You know,
Sure, Superman
arms
position.
out.
I think it's funnier if you're planking, but I'll allow you to do whatever you want. You are raced up there, and one by one, everybody is brought up to the top of Tempest Keep. You guys, you cease concentrating on the spell just for simplicity's sake, shaking it off, and you guys start heading up the spiral staircase. Eventually, you reach the large door, the front of the tower, and it's got a huge iron knocker resting in front of it. It seems to have some arcane symbols surrounding the door, keeping it closed. What do you guys do?
Look at the arcane symbols. I'm curious.
Make a Arcana check.
Okay.
Just knock.
Damn it.
It's actually fairly simple. There's definitely some abjuration magic here in addition, but there's also a simple arcane lock upon it.
I'm
I mean, should we just knock?
Yeah, let's just knock. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no need to be a complete dicks about
Also,
this.
guys, you probably want to increase your stats just in case something shady goes on. We did take a rest.
Yeah.
That's true. You guys have full health and spell slots and all that jazz. So you guys go to lift the knocker, but it is far too heavy. Boomcrash, you take your telekinesis and you're able to lift the knocker and slam it against the door. There's a loud bang from the door knocker, and you wait a while and you knock like one more time. Eventually, the arcane symbols glow and the door opens inward.
Step on in.
Hello, 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 hello. I don't even know if this place echoes.
It does echo. The first chamber is a large entryway. There's lots of strange, mechanical-looking things everywhere. It's got a very Castlevania Dracula's Castle vibe to it. There's a whole bunch of actual Tesla coils, like about the room, sparking lightning between each other. There's a lot of like mechanical consoles and whatnot, as well as like spirals of copper.
I don't
Vats
sense
of like
anything
acid.
with divine sense, right? You mentioned Dracula, which is why I just want to make sure. Nothing undead.
You do
no
not
Frankenstein
sense
monsters.
any undead nearby. You open your senses
Okay.
just in case, because this has reminded you of a book you read once. Eventually, a loud, resounding clap of lightning and thunder echoes throughout the chamber. And you just hear a maniacal laughter start to ring throughout the chamber.
Oh, well, these guys.
Yes! Yes, I've done it! Shit! Damn it! No! No, it's draining. Shit, fuck. And then,
Excuse me, there, you need some help?
there is another flash of lightning as the blinding light clears. There is a person wearing Eloran mage robes that appears in front of you. They've cast Thunderstep to quickly teleport down to the bottom of the chamber, fairly far away from you to prevent damage. They push their large spectacles on top of their nose. They've got like long blonde hair tied up in a ponytail, and big blue robes. Although the Eloran robes of the arcane seat are apparent, they appear to be not recent. They're fairly old. They've probably changed their uniform since this person's been here.
Okay, and I don't know what blue means, so.
Blue.
Blue. Hey there.
Hello. You knocked. Sorry, I was in the middle of something.
No, we let ourselves in.
Hope we are disturbing you.
Did a Taurus send you, or is he checking up on me?
Why would you think that?
Well, because he's funding my research here.
That's fascinating.
Indeed,
Look,
it is fascinating.
actually-
There's a spatial rift underneath of the keep. I'm using it to keep it aloft, but that's the most I've been able to really gain out of it. It's sort of this combination between like air and water all combined together. This planar rift is causing this eternal storm. I'm trying to use it and see if I can harness it into this like stored energy and like store this electricity in some sort of I don't know what you'd call it, but like I'm trying to like store it in these
Bottle it
coils
up?
for use of maybe distributing out in small amounts to power magical devices and whatnot. But it's just a concept in theory. And I seem to have lost you all.
Wait, you do
no,
realize-
this is fascinating.
I just want to point out, you do realize how easily that sounds like it could be used for weaponizing, right?
Well, it has many uses. In fact, it's honestly barely magic at all. It's really just pure energy.
Why was Taurus so interested in this spot, of all places?
Well, I'm interested in it.
Oh.
I just petitioned him to fund my research. I petitioned lots of people before he finally accepted it. He comes out
That's
every
fabulous.
once in a while, but it's mostly once a year.
Yeah, things in Alora have gotten kind of interesting recently, so I wouldn't expect him for a little while, unless you have some sort of communication with him.
Not really.
Okay.
No, I just keep my own notes here. I've been at this for, yeah, I'd say about 5 years or so.
Fascinating. Were you a graduate from the Arcane College?
Not exactly.
That
I.
that's okay. I'm a current student, but
Oh,
it
how
takes
are you
all
liking
it takes
it?
all sorts.
Oh, well, it didn't really take me. I don't really ascribe to the traditional methods, as they call it. Um, I was sort of born with this innate ability to use magic, specifically lightning magic, which is what drew me to this place. I can just, and she kind of like crackles her fingers together, and lightning starts sparking out from them. She sort of like creates these two clawed hands that just sort of slash at each other in the air, releasing a giant thunderclap. This stuff is really child's play to me. This is what you mages would probably call prestidigitation, but I don't need to say anything or do anything to just make it happen. I just have this energy within me and just want to share that
Craft is
energy with the world.
Extremely excited.
Are sorcerers common knowledge in this world or no?
They're fairly unusual, but they're not like ostracized as warlocks are.
But it's like people know that they exist, right?
Yeah, she seems to know that she's a sorcerer.
It's like
Cool.
a superpower, like in superhero settings. It
Mhm.
exists. It's not common, but whatever.
It's
Yeah.
more so I'm just getting to the point where
Are
somebody
you
who's a
talking
bystander
about
would be
something
like,
that'll like generate energy, like a generator or maybe a battery?
Battery? Well, I don't suppose it's hitting anything repeatedly, but
Mm.
maybe I guess that you could assume that the lightning keeps hitting something intermittently. It could batter something. We could call it a battery.
Awesome. That is
Call it a
so
power.
cool.
Call it a power cell.
Well, what you can call me is Elromium Larentanzel. I am the magus here. The
are you
leaf.
like,
Fabulous.
does the leaf crown just kind of employ you as well?
Well, I've been funded to be here. I have a right to live here. I pay taxes and all that.
Have the leaf crown bugged you anytime soon? They seem to be hunkering down a bit more than they
They
used to.
have. I've told them that I can do what I can if the Tempest Keep comes to, sorry, Tempest Tower, this isn't World of Warcraft, comes to being threatened. I would certainly come to its own defense, and would certainly help uh, others if they were in danger, but my research comes first.
Sounds reasonable. Um, is there anything you want to know about from the outside world since you've been here for a while?
Oh, I still get out, I'm not totally useless. No teleportation circle.
So you already know about all the goings on between you guys and Canuck right now, right?
So what
How
now?
you feel about that? Oh, Canuck's been a little bit of a aggro-y. New Dawn's territory's kind of been encroached upon by them.
Oh, that must be why they're repeatedly asking me. No, I didn't know that. I did say that I don't get out, but, or that I do get out, but it's mostly once a month that I get out.
Oh,
I
this is,
skipped last month, so it's actually been a few.
Don't throw yourself in your work so hard. You need to have a break every once in a while.
But I'm so close. I'm so
But
close.
her work is awesome.
Fair enough.
Well, I gotta ask directly. It's like so you say it's a rift. Where
Yes.
does it lead to?
Oh, it's definitely some cross between the planes of a bit of the plane of water, but mostly air, as well as the radiant energy planes. That's where we suppose that lightning comes from. It's just a plane filled with storms, bright as the light of radiant energy, but with all of the tenacity to ignite the air.
All right.
It doesn't lead anywhere. I should preface that. You can't walk through it, not without getting completely roasted. It's more of a rift, a veil, as it were.
Has it been getting bigger or smaller?
Oh, it's been the same. It was here when I got here.
Hmm.
People just kind of ignored it, built around it. I took advantage of it and built on top of it.
How do you keep this place levitated the whole time anyway?
Well, it's pretty easy. And she just goes into an arcane tirade that you have no clue what it means.
Could you maybe simplify it into like, are you powering this place or are you using the rift to power this place?
I'm using the rift to power it, of course. Although that
Okay.
one's strictly arcane energy. It's not this new battery that I'm trying to develop.
There isn't any chance of this place falling down, you know, and unfortunately crushing somebody, is there?
There's nobody beneath it.
Okay.
It's not like people are walking down there. There's a storm going on.
I wouldn't say that, but as long as you think it's safe.
Yeah, I'm certain it's safe. I'm certain that all the people of Ephemeral Post will not be harmed.
I have a question for you. How would you feel if see, you know, what's a Taurus already is in Allure. What would happen if he couldn't get you funding for whatever reason, like there was a blockade or something really goes down? How would you do that?
Blockade? Well,
I'm just talking in hypotheticals.
I'd probably have to go out and see what the problem is. If I can teleport to the arcane seat still, I can certainly get in there. I mean, I don't know if Aetorus has his own, but I'd probably just confront him and see what the holdup in the funding is, and if funding has stopped, I'll have to seek it elsewhere. I might have to, sadly, pack up the keep and take it somewhere else.
So,
My God, I hope not, because this is incredible.
Well, that's what drew me here, and that's what keeps me going every morning. That and enchanted coffee, it really helps.
I feel that.
Little jolt of lightning in the morning. So blue robes. It's remind me, what does that mean your specialization is?
What? Oh, these? I don't know. I liked blue.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Can we ask about the skull thing?
I guess maybe I'm gonna guess probably not, but she might have. We have this here enchanted skull.
Oh,
Pretty sure that you might not know how to break it, but we're trying to remove the enchantment on it so that we could talk to it. Pardon the macabre nature of this.
Better than the other guys.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we were looking for a more experienced spellcaster that would be able to help us.
Well, specialized.
Yeah.
I am kind of specialized, but I can take a look at it if you'd like me to. Let me
Alright,
just...
I'm gonna pull out the head, swirl it in my hand. This thing has an enchantment on it. We need to talk to it. It won't let us. Do you think you can do something about this?
I mean, I'll certainly try. And she attempts an Arcana.
This person is not fazed by the fact that I pulled out a head, so...
Nope, not
They
in the
get funded
slightest.
by a Taurus and seek out lightning. I think they're probably a little special there.
Definitely strikes me as eccentric, but not necessarily malicious.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to word. Okay, at metagame question, I'm trying to figure out how to word like what would she do if she found out the Leaf Crown or a Taurus were basically doing something corrupt? What would she do? Sort of thing.
I don't think she'll care.
Yeah,
kinda
no,
what I was
this is
thinking.
Yeah. I don't
this
think
is
she would
funding.
care.
So if we want to remove her from a Taurus, we need to give her alternate funding.
Well, we'd have to promise her something. I think is how would have to go.
Do you want to leverage your little whatchamacallit?
Yeah, I technically am dead. Remember, I don't kind of have access to that right now.
Your Galestone Heath?
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Galestone Heath is closer to Allure, so you could potentially make the argument that, oh yeah, no, it's owned by a Taurus. It's closer to Allure just in case if like some sort of scuffle breaks out, because right now you're kind of in the middle of everything.
I guess that would actually be probably good.
Yeah. So if you and you could also say it's like, and if you want some funding, I know the former owner, and here's some money. So
I
if
suppose
you want, yeah.
we'd have to also see how much your funding is from Mator's too.
Yeah, yeah, because remember, you haven't bought him out yet, and we're trying to either figure out if we need to kill him or get him arrested in order to remove all of his property.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you'll perchance be able to buy him out if you can't afford to buy out your winery. I don't know if you can buy out the Mage's Tower above the Planar Rift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not thinking so. I think all we can do is drop a hint about that Galestone Heath. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is after she's done with that, I'll just be like,
Well, Magus Larentansil looks at Amon and says, "This definitely has been affected by some sort of powerful form of gentle repose spell, but it's a little complex for me. Perhaps a necromancy specialist might be able to remove the curse. I think it can be removed. It's just a little difficult."
Also, question. Gentle repose. This, I'm gonna just kind of just thumb around the mouth a little bit. It's like this does not look very gently reposed.
Yes, well, it's a form of it. It's something more.
Like a stasis lock.
It's more like to prevent things from messing with it, not really to respectfully keep it the way that it was when it died. It's more to prevent people from interfering. It seems that someone didn't want anybody to speak with this dead corpse,
Interesting.
or
I'm gonna
resurrect
just keep
them,
on.
or
I'm just
you
gonna
know.
keep on globetrottering the head because this is fun. Interesting.
Um, yeah, you continue to do that, and she just kind of watches it intriguingly. Well, not my expertise, but I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Do you know who someone is?
I'm not in great with the arcane seat. I haven't been there for, well, it's longer than I've been working here.
Is there
I
anybody
sort of
you
lean over to Amon. It's like, remember, they exiled the only necromancer specialist that the arcane seat had.
Yeah, but I like there's always some student or whatever.
Like a freelancer. We're looking for a freelancer.
Yeah.
I could try and break the binding, but there's a chance that it could permanently, well, sever
No.
the soul's
I s-
connection.
we
Nope.
appreciate your help so far, but we can still looking. We're travel news after all. Maybe we'll find something.
All right. It's up to you
Is there
guys.
anything you need from us? Do you have any like magical experiments that you'd be willing to sell or something?
Ooh, I'm afraid the research is proprietary.
That's not the research. I was talking about some other bits and bobs and doodads.
You saying you
Any
want a
weird
guinea
components that
pig?
you've run into?
Do you have any like solo projects, like any magical items that you'd be willing to part with?
You know,
And
to
it's-
fund this whole project.
It's mostly been just me and my research, but perhaps she starts filtering through a bunch of stuff. Well, I do have this lightning rod. It can cast lightning bolts 3 times a day, but it's pretty useful for my research. I'd probably only be willing to part with it for a large sum of money.
You get
I don't need it. I'll let you to keep it.
I'm good.
Is there anything that I can do to help your research? Because otherwise, we'll just leave you alone.
Well, unless you have a greater understanding of this lightning rift than I do, I'm afraid there's not much you can do.
Can I just
Probably
do a
not.
general intelligence check to just see if I can get any insight on it?
Sure.
Magnus. How do they work?
Nope.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Lightning is destructive. Maybe
she
you should
continues
be
to, like-
careful with it.
she continues to lecture you guys on the greater forms of lightning magic and evocation and whatnot. And it's glazing over your heads, and Zumazo, it's just sort of starting to sound very dangerous to you. And you give her this dire warning, and she goes, "I ain't gonna listen to you." I got a right to be here.
All right.
She
If
knows
you
what
ever-
she's doing.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna
Leave her
drop a
alone.
hint about the key. If you ever do find yourself needing to find new lodgings or something and want to get in contact with a tourist, we do know a guy who's also under a Taurus's watch who owns a keep called Galestone Keep. It's close to Allura. If you ever need a place to just chill out, you could probably drop by there.
There are a lot of peach trees. It's very lovely.
I heard it was going to be a winery.
Not much of a drinker, but I
But
mean,
peaches.
I can check it out next time I leave. I guess I need to take a vacation at some point. Well, I don't know what your reasoning here is. I'll go next week.
That's fine. We do wish you the very best. Thank you for enlightening us. It was interesting.
Good one.
If-
That is a
if-
good one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would very much enlighten you further. Enlightening you further. Wait, no, that doesn't. Grammar blast it all. There's suddenly a gigantic explosion from the upper stories. You can see something like on a balcony above. Lightning has burst out from the door, and shards of wood like fall down towards you guys, and the remains of the door that was beyond it. Oh, coffee's done. You guys should probably leave. I'll be back up there drinking the coffee. Leave. Thank you. Come again.
Suspicious.
I mean,
She's making weapons.
I could sneak around first before leaving if you really want, or I can just leave.
It's
I'm just
11
gonna
o'clock.
directly leave because I don't like dealing with eccentrics.
Yeah, you get better places to be anyway.
She
Yeah,
uses
I'd say we
Thunder
do.
Step to
Is-
explode herself back up several flights of stairs and rushes into the room.
I am very curious about the fact that he has a very powerful explodey mage on his payroll.
And interested in essentially a warp rift.
So, yep, that's fascinating. Let's go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You guys exit the door and kind of look at the way down and look at Boom Crash, and Boom Crash sighs and uses telekinesis to bring you guys back down, planking Superman pose and all. And yeah, you guys are back on the ground in Themeral Post. The day is starting to get just ripened as the morning is starting to drag on. You guys have had your breakfast, and you decide that it's probably best to head out onward to Erzark.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna
This
move.
place sucks. Everyone's either too energetic or just wants a shit ton of money.
It's a very eccentric town, except for the Leaf Crown.
Oh, I want to do something stupid but important. I want us to pull aside one of the bards and ask them if they could like write a song to start spreading around.
Sure.
What I want them to basically write about is the tale of Zumasu.
Very
Oh
important.
my god.
Any particulars?
Particulars are gonna just be he's fought dragons and witches, fought off demons, and seeks to rid the world of corruption. And just kind of I won't tell them the details about the Underdark, but I'll kind of give them vague details on it, enough to make like a story out of it, even though not saying it was like an undercover thing or anything.
A journey
we'll
into
let them know
hell,
about the
and
vampire thing and
emerging
stuff.
victorious to save the city of Allure when it needs it most. I love it. I'm gonna start spreading it around.
Gross.
What's your relation to this hero?
Just a fan. He saved me once. Figured
Oh.
I'd pay it in kind.
Oh, that's fair. We do get that often. We get heroes, well, saviors trying to spread the words of their heroes. We can do that for you. A new story is always welcome at the Sprightly Chords.
Would appreciate it. Alright, that's all I wanted to do.
Right.
Bye, here's the thing. Spread some lies. Bye.
Art lies, exactly.
There are lies. Oh, whoops, I never moved your Toki over. Okay, so you guys made it to Themeral Post from Keever's Bale. The next leg of the journey is out towards Erzark. It takes you guys are able to saddle up your horses, and the Nightmare is probably back by now because you started at the beginning of the journey and had about a week's journey out of Mullagmore just to the difficult terrain and mucking about going between North Old Themrel and South Old Themrel. So you guys can saddle up and get a good, essentially 2 days run, and you get almost to Erzark from that 2 days travel. There aren't any encounters along this way, although you do encounter several small wooden outposts that have been made. They're flying the Aloran flag and have leaf crown guards watching the roads. You're interrogated several times as you head towards Erzark. Once they determine you're not a threat, they let you pass. It seems like the pathway here has been fairly locked down. And on the third day, in the morning, you arrive in Erzark. It's fairly uneventful, mostly because I wanted to get you guys there before the charity stream.
Hell yeah.
But, that being said, I do have it.
Sorry, I kind of rushed because I didn't know how much was going to be happening. So
It's fine. You guys got some important information, and fun antics were had in Themrel Post, and you kind of know what's there now. You guys make your way to Erzark. There is a wooden palisade surrounding the crater of a town. You see tents and siege weapons all flying the Aloran flag, as well as the lookings of a Eloran-made wall made from white marble and stone surrounding the northwest side of this crater, which is the direction where Connacht would be. So it looks like they wanted to defend that area first. Excuse me.
Man, for elf occupy the land, it looks like a freaking horde Ogrimmar.
It does. It looks noticeably different from the Aloran architecture, but the walls themselves seem very Aloran. But as you enter the town, the Aloran guards give you the rundown. They don't ask for a toll here or anything. It looks like that was just a Themrel Post thing. They seem fairly lax here, the Leaf Crown. They're welcoming of anybody that seems to enter without any aggression or anything, and especially not from Connacht. They are specifically making sure that no one is coming in from Connacht. They would have just flat out denied you. As you head in down towards the city, you guys see very unusual architecture. It seems like there's like almost bone-looking motifs everywhere, but as you look closer, they're actually just painted stone that have been painted over with like a plaster white. Moreover, the town color seems to be purple, as everything is completely painted and dyed in purple, with various patterns everywhere. In the center of the first area that you find, there's a bunch of like covered plazas made out of stone tile, and there's a whole bunch of like merchant stands, and it's mostly like 70% of the people here are half-orcs. There's also a statue of a half-orc in the middle of the like market square here. They're holding like a tusk underneath one of their arms and then pointing their finger towards the sky. They're otherwise androgynous and nude.
The question: are any of the statues missing an eye?
It doesn't look so.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Can I do a religion check? Is there anything religious about them?
You can attempt that, yeah.
Where's my guy? Where's
Oh,
my guy?
I didn't put your guys
I
out.
guess that was kind of metagaming. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, it's valid to ask people if they have both eyes when you meet them.
I mean, is it metagaming though if your thing is about eyes?
That's true. And Cabulos.
Yeah.
Cabulos
No, it's
looked
more about-
ugly like an orc. Do they
Oh.
have
Yeah.
eyes? I know it's for
because of the
Groomsh.
Groomsh. Yeah.
There you go. Dragged you all out there.
I did an okay religion.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. Yeah, this person, you do recognize the orcish god of Grumsh, like as a deity. You know of them, but this is not them. This
Okay.
appears to just be a unrelated half-orc, not even an orc. There's actually an inscription as you guys get closer. Um, oh crap. Hold on a second. Explore the rest of the town, why don't you, while I find this?
Broken.
Okay. What is this Starborough?
Starborough. So there's a walled section of the city, and there's only one entrance that is like resting beside a murky canal that's like leaking out from one of the crater walls. You head into this area, and it seems to be mostly industrial. There's a lot of like laborers, half orcs mostly, very muscular, covered in like stone dust, wielding pickaxes and hammers, and most of them are like heading out, seemingly to work, because they're all like in a straight line, and they're like bringing their lunches along with them and everything. It's very like hi ho, it's off to work we go, except without the singing. They're all very somber and flat faced.
Oh no.
I'm
Oh
gonna
no.
body these guys. They look like they got their own stuff going on.
Yep.
Yeah. What's the stone enclave? I guess I'm gonna turn around because I don't want to bother working guys, especially ones that look all burly and carrying stones.
Ah,
That looks like
okay.
you can kick your butt.
Sorry, I almost would have missaid it. But the inscription is that this figure in the market zone is named Joba,
Joe. I'm gonna
and
ask a
it describes that they are the founder of the town.
Is there somebody close by we can just ask? Like,
There's plenty of half-orc merchants in the market area.
let's go ask a merchant. What kind of merchants are there?
There's one selling spiced meats, it seems.
I'm gonna go to him.
Hey, how's it going? New to town?
Yeah, what's the deal with this Joba guy? Looks like a pretty interesting statue.
Oh, Joba?
Yeah.
Fine work. It seems that I think my cousin's aunt sculpted that one. Yeah, it's very nice.
Uh, good craftsmanship, but what's the story on him? He founded the town, right? But was there anything more to it?
Oh yes. Joba is the founder of the town. They're not too keen on history, but I think they rebuilt the town after a flood. It's way back when the Scablands became the Scablands, I guess.
No. That explains the crater, at least.
Oh no, the crater's something totally different.
Oh wait, what caused the crater? It's kind of a weird way to play the town. Usually you'd think you'd want to put something uphill.
Well, the crater was always here. It's just it completely flooded when the sort of catastrophe happened a while ago, way long ago, before me, certainly.
What sort of catastrophe?
Well, the Scablands, we don't really know what caused it, but they weren't always the Scablands. They say there was a river nearby, it drained into this crater and caused a disaster in the town, but Joba fixed it all up.
Sounds like
Nice
Joba's
place you got here.
magic.
Sorry?
I said it sounds like Joba's magic.
Oh no, just an industrious Marn.
What's a barn?
Hmm.
Well, I'm a Marn. We're all Marn here.
What's Marn?
Newcomers, I suppose.
Yeah.
We don't use the term half-orc. It's sort of derogatory. We call ourselves Marn. I mean, two Marn get together and give birth to another Marn. It's not like we're orcs anymore.
That's
Not
fair.
like we're humans either. So, half
No,
orc, no, we're Marn.
No, I can appreciate that. I'm not exactly, and I kind of show off my BDI, the most welcomed race either.
Yeah, we all look really weird. We're fine. We're not gonna be rude.
I look fine, thank you very much.
You look a little crusty around the edges. You have looked a little better than when we first met you, I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
I have a face now, which is kind of, I guess, better, sort of. Mask was
Still-
cool though.
Still kind of crusty. So how much of the spikes meats? We haven't had a good meal in. Well, actually, we had a good meal a few days back. But damn it, if I'm not going to get the best meals when I can.
Oh, well, just a few coppers for some meats. If you
I
want
give
a
him a
larger
silver
cut, I
piece.
can give you some. Ooh, yeah, you can get one of the larger cuts.
I want the best cuts you got here.
They hand you essentially a pork shoulder.
Oh yeah,
Aw,
anyone want a piece?
It's been slathered up in juniper berries and what appears to be some imported sort of pine thing like rosemary.
I compliment his craft.
Calm yourself, Alton Brown.
Shut up. I did my research.
Do you guys have too many travelers through here, or is it mostly just Leaf Crown?
Nowadays, it's mostly the leaf crown. Kind of tighten their little pinchy fingers on Erzark. Yeah, we like mine stone for them and all that, but lately they've wanted to make sure that that claim is staked. They started building walls around the place. They like points up towards the stone walls looming above you guys. Got plans to surround the whole place.
you know why?
Well, the war, I'd assume.
Alright. Just check and see if there's something else too.
Do they employ are any Marn actually employed by the Leaf Crown?
None that I know of. They came here a few months ago. Or no, a month ago. But the walls have been in production for a while. They're using some magic to build them up, but they're also kind of using, well, us as labor. People in Starborough are being conscripted regularly, and all the stone's not going to Alori, it's going right here, building on top of it.
Sounds a little like it's conflicting here a little bit. Are the Marns taken to it okay? Since you guys were here first.
Well, I mean, it's either submit to the Alorans or lose our way of life. They let us do what we want here, and Kaifon be praised, they let us keep our religion.
What was your religion per se?
We follow Kaifon, the helpful star.
I want to know about it. I'm gonna religion check this.
Ask him.
I don't know shit, so I'm gonna ask him a bit about it. I'm partial to Heronius myself. Could you tell me a little bit more about your Python?
Oh, well, if you want to know about Kaifon, then you should probably go to Starborough. There's a temple there that you might be able to worship at. Although, I'm not sure if they'll take you. It's sort of...
Booty club, got it. Cool.
they're particular, and you need to be very devoted to Kaifon to be able to
What was the name again?
gain their
Hyphen
favor.
the what star?
The helpful star.
Helpful star. Thank you.
They help anybody that follows their path. Kaifon appears in the sky, well, once in every winter, so they should be coming out soon. It's easy to see, and we can even see their beautiful haze in the off months.
Is this a comet?
I think it's a comment.
I think it's common.
We all just look at each other and we're like, we just nod at each other real quick.
Yeah, you guys have not heard of this
comet.
religion. It seems not like a deity the more that the guy starts talking.
Yeah.
Hey, as George Carlin said, I'd rather worship the sun because it's freaking there.
Right.
Do any of you guys sell any arms? Martial weapons?
Oh, indeed. We definitely got some martial weapons here.
You want to point me towards one of them? I appreciate all your help so far, by the way, and again, really compliments to the chef. As I'm like eating, it's already halfway gone at this point.
That's raw. You need to, well,
Oh, again, and I show him off my eyes. It's not a problem. Also, I kind of particularly have an affinity for this sort of thing.
Salmonella is not a poison; it's a disease.
he's immune to that too.
I'm immune to those too. On multiple fronts, I can eat whatever I want.
They point you towards Pog, the smithy.
Hail and salutations, Pog. I hear you can hook me up with some good weapons.
You head towards their shop. It's very close by. It's like right next door. Probably like right there. Pog has one eye and one ear, same side of the face. He takes a while to put his eye on you as you enter. Not Marn. What do you need from me?
Let's see if you got any fancy weapons. Looking for something really good quality.
Oh, fancy quality? Well, I got some.
strong arm.
Yeah, come here. We got some, and he tosses some old worn swords around. We got these though, and he brings out a bunch of war picks that appear to be magically enchanted, as well as magical axes of the battle axe variety.
I have to check the thingy 1 second if a war pick is conducive to my stuff.
We make these exclusively for, well, Erzark warriors. It's fancy in any Marn's hands.
Can I pick up the overmap while this is happening real quick, just to kind of
The what map?
see-
The world map?
world map? Yeah, world map. See our progression.
Oh yeah, because that wouldn't appear if it was on the handout. I can take you there real quick.
Please.
We're in the town we need to be in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I need to drag you with this one.
This was like the closest place that we
There you
could
go.
get to as far as like New Dawn without being in New Dawn.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
The rest is unpaved road, and this is already like a dirt trail, pretty much, leading out here.
I'm just trying to remember exactly what was like here in Erzark, because I know there's Maria that we wanted to get to.
I wasn't specifically trying to.
I forgot if she was here, and that's the reason why we're meeting up. There's Famladan, but we need to figure out where that is.
Yeah, this is just out in the Scablands, so you assume that the Merchant Consortium has a presence out here, and you also knew that Maria was here, so it was kind of a two birds with one stone.
Okay, so yeah, so need to find the Merchant Consortium so we can figure out where the fuck the wish stuff is. That way we can get out there.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm trying to keep a low profile with Leaf Crown.
Well, also at the same time, probably talking to the Marn is not the best, because they're only going to know what they know here.
But
We need to find
the Marn probably are useful in other regards too, though.
useful in other regards, but we also need to find.
Hey, listen,
Other folk.
it glows purple when the walls are unstable. It helps prevent cave-ins. He wiggles the axe around in front of you.
What does the war pick do?
Same thing,
I don't use. They're minors, Zamosu.
but they're also useful in combat.
I pull out my dagger and I was like, "This is what I use. That's too big."
Like this? He pulls out a what looks to be a crowbar that's kind of tiny. It's like a
Wow.
little prying tool.
Wow, it's a little cat's paw crowbar, little teeny tiny one.
It's not magic though. Give me a month and I can make it magic.
I just want that instead. How
But
much?
a war pick is a +1. It was a magical one, so does that make it a +1 war pick?
Yep.
That's still pretty good. Because it's the same damage I'm already doing with my sword, since I don't use it double-handed anyhow.
Piercing weapon, right? Take it, just so you have variety.
Yeah, I kind of wanted a magical war pick. What is, Boom Crash, can you just identify what this actual ability is?
Do you want me to cast Identify?
Yeah.
Okay.
You cast
I-
Identify. For expediency, you just cast a normal spell, and it does appear to be a +1 war pick. It hones in on the enemy or whatever your target's location, so it can help with mining as well. But that translates to a +1. It also glows with purple runic patterns whenever the wall, ceiling, or floor is unstable. It's detectable out to 10 feet.
So it's like a detect collapse thing?
Yeah, it can detect unstable areas. Might also be able to help detect traps or secrets.
Yeah, it's worth having. How much is for the war pick?
It could be yours today for 700 gold.
Give me 1 second here.
On the
Sure.
crowbar.
Is it too much? I can go 650.
650 is probably more within the good range. Yeah, that's fine.
How about
1
600?
second here.
Just take the 650.
600 and I'll give you a bottle of wine.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, I give him 60 platinum pieces.
Thank you.
60 platinum pieces, yeah, and then a bottle of wine.
Thank you kindly, traveler. Best of luck in your combat situations.
Yes. Thank you. I have one more question for you.
What do you ask of
Do you know if
Pog?
any of them? Do you know if any of the merchants that deal with the merchant consortium?
Not me.
Anyone you know who would? Deals with more magical items or stuff?
Mm, They probably deal with more of the little guys down in Mouse Lane.
Alright. Appreciate it.
Alright, let's go to Mouse Lane.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll keep my eye out probably to see if I can find, because the keywords were eccentric, and they use accents, and I forget what the other thing was, trying to see if they're around.
Okay. You keep your eye out. There's mostly
And ear, I guess.
and ear out. You look around, and there's mostly just more Marn out this way. Eventually, you head past a few towers and head into Mouse Lane, which is distinctly different from the architecture here. It's not even very Aloran. It's more in the style of Connacht. You did briefly visit there once, at least Mao and Boomcrash did. It's a sort of wattle and daub style with like wood and plaster, although each of them do have very sturdy stone bases, probably crafted by the Marn and built upon by, from the look of it, as you glance around the place, gnomes, as there are a large number of gnomes in this region.
God damn it! I hate this place.
I
Do we
wouldn't
need to
say
burn this place down too?
I wouldn't say the entire town is gnomes, but it's like 75% like Marn, and then 25% gnomes.
Which is worse, the eccentric bards or gnomes just being normal?
The gnomes could be
Top of the
fine.
morning to ya!
Ugh.
Remember we had a cleric that was fine, and she was or was she a halfling?
Ah, you're a tall one!
Halfling, darling.
Oh damn.
Garlic.
The
Yeah.
gnome was Peggy, and
Yep.
she was half gnome.
It's
think.
true. She was a pain in the ass.
She was lovely.
Anyway, so
Besides the
Awesome.
architecture, the buildings are built up rather tall. Some of the doors are a little smaller than you hoped that they were. For the Marn, they're positively small. Besides that, there's a very tall pillar in the center of this Mouse Lane area. It's made of stone and glowing dimly orange. There is a large rock balanced on top of it.
I'm gonna just kind of motion to the closest whatever bystander. Is it bad if that thing falls over?
It hasn't fallen over in, well, as long as we've been here looking at it. If you want to
Okay.
look more, you should go to the lab.
Sure. Okay.
It's Benjamin Teebles. He's over there, and he points towards a structure that has a large periscope, like an observatory. I shouldn't say periscope. An observatory on the roof of the building.
Okay. Guys, what do you want to do?
I mean, I don't see any merchants, so I guess we
Okay.
can explore.
Yeah, I'm down for exploring. I'm not too partial. I'm mostly just here to enable.
I'm wondering if we could find a necromancer in this place, or a shaman, or someone that might be like able to help with the skull thing too.
You could ask
Yeah.
around at the tavern.
Is there a tavern here?
Sure, the tallest building over there. You can stay at the rafters. Good food, too.
It's
They have
next to the
pork?
observatory.
I think they have pork.
All right, let's go to the tavern and ask some questions.
Be seeing you.
Thank you. To be fair, all he's done is just said stuff in high-pitched voices. That's not too bad.
He's just so happy for no reason. You can never trust someone who's super happy. There's always something wrong that they're hiding.
Damn, that's cynical. Okay, let's go to the tavern then. We need to get you a little drink.
Sure.
You guys head to the tavern, which shows the symbol of a hanged man sort of symbol, like the tarot card. As you walk inside, the floor is rather barren. There's like a like a kitchen area, like in the center, sort of, almost like a hibachi type deal, with a few gnomes sitting there, and they're like tossing a bunch of foods and whatnot. The smell and smoke is like emanating up through the ceiling, and as you're wondering kind of where the patrons are, you hear this noise coming from everywhere. It sounds like the place is absolutely packed. Doesn't take long before you follow the smoke up, and everybody is in the rafters. People are like sitting down, but they're like angled on the wall, as if they're just sitting on the wall through a spider climb spell almost. There are people on the ceiling. There are tables bolted to the ceiling. Just as well, there's a whole bunch of like bards like singing on the rafters on the other side of the room, where there are pictures on the wall. They're like dancing about them, trying not to like step on the actual paintings themselves. And it's just
I'm gonna try and walk on the wall.
you step on the wall and your foot sticks.
Oh shit, guys, look at this!
Wait, stealthy too. I'm gonna try and tiptoe against the wall.
You try to tiptoe against the wall, and it seems to stick.
Wait, so does gravity feel like, are we still holding ourselves up, or now we
You
is gravity
take
floating us to the wall?
you take a step, and your body flips down, and
Ugh.
you feel as if the gravity is now facing the actual wall. As
Reverse
you
gravity.
as you stop, like, as you like get this sudden like urge of like confusion, like your inner ear is like freaking out, you like kind of fall off the wall for a second, but you don't fall far, you just like fall an inch to the ground. Ugh. And Zumasu, you kind of like regain your yourself and concentrate, and as long as you concentrate, you seem to be able to walk on the wall as long as you think that the wall is down.
This
Huh.
is weird. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna just go with it. We need to talk to some of those guys up there. I guess their food isn't dropping, or else we would have noticed that too.
I want to handstand walk on the wall.
You start to handstand walk on the wall, and it's weird at first because you're like, it feels like you're crawling on the ground. Gravity is pushing you towards the wall. You shakily get yourself to your feet, continually assuming that the wall is down.
The wall is down. The wall is down. The wall is down.
Okay, so I guess I'll start approaching. You have to climb up the wall. Does anybody approach us then, like a staffer or something?
You guys hear a noise just above your heads as a gnome is perched on a rafter above you, just facing directly to you if you like crane your neck up. Hey, welcome to the rafters. Can I get you guys something? You looking for a place to sit? It's kind of hard to navigate, especially for newcomers.
Yeah, all the above and also some info.
Can I get you seated first?
Yeah.
Maybe some apps? We got endless wings.
Oh my god.
I'll take endless wings.
All right, right this way. And he leads you up towards the ceiling. You guys rest on the sort of sloped roof of the establishment, where there is a table that has been bolted to the ceiling, as well as chairs. This is one of our big clients. Our big guests' tables. So you guys should fit, I hope.
Wait, before you run off, why do you have to bolt the tables if everything just sticks to the wall?
Well, just you, really.
Wait, so how does the food not fall down?
Isn't this magic?
Careful balance.
Huh.
You'll get it.
So this is magic though.
You sort of need to hold your plate, really. Although, for the upside-down tables, we do have these trays, and he gestures to some trays that are like mini tables on the table, where you're presumed to put the plate upside down underneath of the table sitting on the table.
It's a lot of work.
This is the worst gimmicky restaurant I've ever seen. Gordon Ramsay would not approve of this.
Well, people come here and get a laugh out of it. I mean, people really just love the weird, wild effects of the hoodoo outside. And he gestures out the window. You can see, like, the top of the orange glowing rock.
Yeah, so who's in who, bring those rings over and then we'll ask you a few more questions if that's alright.
Alrighty. He bounds down the rafters towards the kitchen below.
So who else is kind of close by table-wise?
Not too many people. This is a tall folks region.
So are there any other tall folks here?
Not really, just you guys. The rest are gnomes, laughing and drinking with each other.
I hate this. I liked it before, now I don't like it because it's just all gnomes. This is just gnomes dicking around with everybody.
Can we hear anybody talking about anything? Eavesdropping?
You can certainly try.
Insight? What is that? Perception?
Percept. Okay. So you overhear some gnomes that are just on the second level below you. They're like sitting on this table that's like balanced in amongst several rafters. They're chowing down on the endless wings, which smell very good. Not very hot, more like sweet and sour. But they seem to be talking about the strange findings that they've been getting. One of them says, well, did Benjamin tell you to put them in the record? Yeah, I put them in the record. It's just unusual recordings, almost like a signal of some sort. We're looking into it, but we had to give it to the new guy. He's been... Yeah, I know, that guy's a little interesting. Well, it's not that he's... Well, I'll be glad when he's gone. Yeah, I guess that's a good thing to say. If we don't have anything nice to say, I guess it's best to say nothing, though. Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, what have you been getting up to with those anti-gravity boots? Oh, it's definitely working out, and they just keep going into, like, more techno-babble.
I'm trying to see if anybody's talking merchanty tradey stuff.
Nobody here is really talking about trade.
Yeah. Anti-gravity boots would be kind of neat.
You could just ask. Mal will step up and go to the nearest table. It probably
Make an
like,
acrobatics
will-
check.
Ha!
You immediately like step off, and as you think about going towards one of the other tables in a different region, your instinctual thought makes your gravity change, and you
He's
start.
picking on me.
You start falling towards the rafters, but your acrobatics check manages to catch us onto the rafters, and you quickly right yourself. The people kind of like look at you and go, "You okay there?"
Yeah, don't worry about it. Getting used to it. This isn't normal.
It's okay. It takes everybody a while to get used to the hoodoo.
Okay, I guess alright. I appreciate it. I'm assuming it's supposed to make me feel better. I have a question for you as I try to stumble over to get to them.
Well, how can we help you?
We're looking for people that definitely show up every once in a blue moon, like people, merchants who sell stuff that, a little bit more extravagant than normal, part of the merchant consortium thing. Do you know where they hang out? And if they show up or have been around recently?
Well, the next blue moon isn't for another... Well, what did the star charts say?
Is that a literal thing, or is that like you actually...
It's for at least 2 months, I think, is the next blue moon. Yeah, I think that's so. If you're looking for the Merchants Consortium, they don't really show up around the inn, but if they're looking for something in particular, they probably go to the lab in search for rare items that they can trade for.
I guess that's kind of helpful. Why is the blue moon important? They just show up every once in a blue moon?
Well, you told us they show up once in a blue moon. So we thought that we could help you by telling you when that is.
Uh-huh. Right.
I'm so glad that I'm not talking to these things.
Thanks. The observatory, right? The lab?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. I'm gonna try to get back to my table and be like, I hate this place.
Enjoy your stay, they wave to you as you're leaving.
What's a blue moon? They tried explaining a blue moon to me.
It's when there's 2 moons in the same month.
I know.
Okay.
I'm a
Now I didn't know that.
Maybe the staffer knows a bit more than the patrons.
Well, they said go to the laboratory if anything, but they take everything so literal. It's kind of annoying.
I mean, should we just
Well,
ask them
Stop
what
being
we're
so
after?
metaphorical then. You should be like me, be direct as hell.
Okay, did the guy come with our wings yet? You can ask him yourself.
A whole train of gnomes comes with your wings. They do ask for the money up front. For endless wings, it's 3 gold pieces, but it's essentially endless wings for the whole table. They have a sweet and sour sort of weird berry sauce. It's not spicy at all, but the gnomes seem to tell you that it's very spicy, and insist that it's very spicy. But it's very sweet and sour.
So it's orange chicken. Okay, I get it.
So this is like a Panda Express, a sort of fake themed restaurant.
Buffalo
But
Wild
at least
Wings.
I got in this one. Buffalo Wild Wings. At least I got in this wing.
Well, they certainly give you wings. What with being able to float on the ceiling. Okay.
Fuck. We.
So, I gotta. It's like I can step on the last train of servers. It's like excuse me.
Oh, do you need
I
more
got a
water?
question. No, I got a question for. After our business is concluded here, we are seeking to go to we're seeking out the Merchants Consortium. Do you know anything about it?
Not really. I don't really deal much with them. I mean, I'm just a waiter.
Who does?
Probably the people at the lab, and they explain the same thing to you.
Okay.
I've run out of dialogue options. They wave at you as they walk away.
All right.
Wait, we have to sit here for at least a half hour. We paid 3 gold for these wings. They're
I'm
not
just
bad.
gonna inhale my portion of it.
There is no portion of it. It's endless.
Yeah, they come back with more to replace it.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep eating until I'm full.
Make a constitution save.
Everybody make a constitution save.
I'm already full.
I have self-control, man. I'm not gonna make that save.
No, this is a buffet where you go back for the 4th time and you just kind of look at the plate and you're like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chris, what happens if she gets a 2 and I get a 26?
So, here's the resolution. Oh no. Mao, you eat some of the wings, and they don't really taste the best. You're not really into the sweet kind of flavor. You stuff your face with some of them, and after a while, it's like, ugh, I don't really like these. But I'm invested in eating them to show up these stupid gnomes, and to yell at Zumasu in
This is all
defiance.
This is all accurate.
So you continue to shove them in your mouth, and eventually you kind of get sick, and you start like acrobaticsing your way to the bathroom, which is
Wow.
unfortunately on the lowest level. Zumasu, you have not had enough wings. They keep bringing out plate after plate after plate, and it just keeps piling up. Boom Crash has eaten a respectable, like, middle-aged white woman amount of wings, and like pats their beak with a napkin, gets a nice little wet nap for their talons, and you've had enough wings.
I'm okay with that.
Amon,
This
you've-
is like casual cannibalism, so.
Yeah.
Amon,
Hey, I mean, eagles eat other birds.
eating dead
do
things
ravens.
is pretty
So
great.
do ravens and crows.
Eating
I
dead
mean,
things is
like-
pretty great, Amon, and you cannot get
Probably.
enough. You eat until you're full, and you can stop whenever, but really, eating more dead things to having more bones, it's just a great gig.
I have self-control, unlike someone.
I'm getting my money's worth.
I'm
Do they
not
compl-
there. I'm in the bathroom.
Do the gnomes complain at all at this point? Because I'm just like downing plate after plate.
Wow, you got a big appetite.
That's it. Wait, is there a record?
Oh, there's a record.
Have I broken it?
Well, are you ready to eat this ring? Because
Yeah.
this is one until the record. The gnomes
Give
have
me
actually been
two.
gathering around you at this point excitedly.
Oh my
Give
God.
me 2.
They give you 2 wings. You hold one in each hand. Make a constitution save.
Swear to God, if you die from this, I'm not reviving you.
Chucks. He just chucks everything out. Gravity gone.
I
You
don't get sick.
you slip one into your mouth fairly easily. They are excitedly watching you chew, and you swallow once and like hold up your hands, and then you just down the other wing. And it's kind of hard to swallow, but you managed to get it down. You've had enough wings. It's just been a lot. Your gut is a little distended.
So, do I get anything?
Our respect! And this t-shirt! One of them throws you a t-shirt. It has a symbol of a orange hoodoo on it with a purple star like flying overhead, almost like a comet.
Who won last time, by the way? Do they still reside in the town?
Yeah, it was actually another tall person. One of the Leaf Crown Guard. Their name's up on the wall. We carve it into the rafters. You see a name written in cursive that you've actually seen before written in cursive. It's Maria.
Knew it.
Okay, I'm impressed now. I didn't think she'd have that.
I mean,
Didn't think you'd
what
have
are
all
you
that
gonna
in you
do
as well.
for?
Apparently.
Huh. Alright, but name's spent, by the way, for when you write it up there.
Yay! They all write spent in.
Alright, guys, I think I'm good.
Now it's the real test, trying to stand up after eating and not like immediately
God.
go to the bathroom.
Is this what is this, a concentration check, an acrobatics check, or what?
You have been able to hold your own this long. You do need to go to the bathroom before you leave, but it's not as bad as Mouse.
Okay. I conquered the wings. I guess we'll go to the observatory next.
Off to the observatory, yes.
Guys, I'm having a lot of fun this session.
Dumb, I hate it.
I know our misery fuels your happiness. I know.
I'm going to be wearing a shirt, by the way, when we go into the observatory.
Fantastic.
Over my armor.
You guys enter the observatory, and there's a lot of gnomes like wearing very generic like white lab coat type deals, and they're all like rushing around checking strange arcane instruments. They've all got papers and scrolls everywhere. You can see that they in this conservatory as well. They're all like walking along the walls casually, although it's a lot more streamlined than the Rafters tavern. it seems like this anti-gravity thing is just native to this area. You learn after talking to a few people that it actually revolves around that hoodoo in the middle, the hoodoo being the pillar with the rock on it. Whatever it is, they've been researching it for a while, and it causes anti-gravity in a very short range. Well, not anti-gravity, localized, what's it called? Objective gravity. Gravity is where you want it to be. So you can walk on sheer surfaces.
I wonder if this is kind of like the tower back in the other place. Maybe there's something else going on.
Shit. That actually probably is a good observation since they all happen to have a leaf crown.
Yeah.
Oh god, we gotta ask them who their patron is. Who's funding this.
Well, this is Benjamin Teeble's lab. He's probably on the top floor.
Thank you, little gnome. I guess we should head
You're
there.
welcome.
Sure, we walk up.
You guys start walking up the wall towards the conservatory. You guys find a door in the ceiling that you're able to open up, and you hear noises coming from the other side. It's getting louder. It's getting louder. Something's approaching. And then you see immediately on the other side of the door is a small kobold with gigantic goggles and a backpack covered with like arcane implements, and he's got a sort of handheld remote control console in his hand and a big like antenna with a crystalline star on top of the antenna, and it's just blinking, and it's blinking even faster as it stands before you guys. Boop, 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 boop. Guys, I think I found it. I think I found the source of the signal. By Jove,
Fuck is going
it's these
on?
people. And there's a gnome in the back that's got like a long beard that's longer than their entire body. They also have dark goggles around their eyes. One has like a red lens and one has like a blue. He gets off of his tall stool. Well, Black, I think you've found something, but what you've found, I'm not sure. We should investigate. Who are you people? And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Okay.
Clack.
He's back, baby. Okay. Well, thanks everyone that came out to watch. So, next week, the party is, spoiler alert, going to space. So, make sure that you tune in for our 7 p.m. Eastern Time stream. Slightly earlier, gonna go on for slightly longer, and it's all for charity for Tabletop Appreciation Weekend, run by Extra Life. So you can donate. My link, I'm gonna post a link to that on Twitter and Tumblr. I'm gonna be advertising that all this week because I didn't get the chance to last week. I worked a lot of overtime.
Yay.
But yeah, we're going to be doing some fun stuff. Be sure to donate. All proceeds for my thing is going to the Hasbro Children's Hospital. And yeah, I'm really excited, and I hope that you all can be there. Tell your friends, tell your family, donate even if you can't make it to the stream. And we'll see you next week. Have a good one, everyone.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
I gotta
Be well. Be safe.